र त्यो गर्दै गर्दाखेरि पनि एउटा अलिकति प्रेसर चाहिँ हुन्छ पक्कै पनि मलेसियालाई कि कति स्कोर बनाउने हैन कति स्कोर हामीले अचिभ गर्न सक्छ भन्ने पक्कै पनि नेपालले चाहिँ बिलो 140 अथवा त्यही आसपासमा चाहिँ राख्न सक्ने टार्गेट गर्छ होला।
सो नेपालले आज सेम टिम खेलाएको छ, अघिल्लो खेलमा कुनै परिवर्तन छैन, मलेसियामा 2 परिवर्तन रहेको छ। सो अब नेपाल भर्सेस मलेसिया बीचको खेल प्रत्यक्ष प्रसारण टियु मैदानबाट, त्यसैगरी मूलपानीमा हुँदैछ युएई र कुवेत बीचको खेल।
I know that thousands, if not tens of thousands, have reached out to try and find out more. All we know for the moment is he's got an ankle injury and he certainly won't play today. I suspect highly unlikely to play Thursday either, but they're going to do everything they can. They even said they might try send him for another MRI on probably Wednesday or Thursday to see if he could be fit for Friday for the critical semi-final should Nepal get there. And to get ball, who does kind of bowl some part-time stuff too, but for the moment he's a replacement for Dipender Singh Airi. They haven't named anyone else in the squad, and Syed Aziz will certainly be hoping to have a better day than he did yesterday. Cleaned up by the first ball from Bilal Khan. It's going to be Karen KC to get us underway. And a big roar goes around the ground. He starts with a wide down the leg side.
Yeah, the first ball, you can hear the roar of the crowd cheering their bowlers back. Karan Casey starts off with a wide down the leg side off the left-hander Shahid Aziz, and Zubaidi is the other opening partner. Karan Casey had a wicket after the second ball of the innings, getting rid of the captain Datta yesterday morning. Karan Casey with the first legal delivery on his mark and through his run-up. A good start, good length and line by Karan Casey. Yeah, I think this is the perfect time to bat here at the TU International Cricket Ground. The sun is shining, the sun is beating in the wicket. This is the best part of it to bat. The field, there's a slip, a floating slip for Karan Casey. And sure, third man, backward point, cover point, mid-off, mid-on, mid-wicket, and a fine regulation field, a third man as well.
And the first runs are going to come off the bat of Syed Aziz, nicely clipped around the corner. They're the 2 men in the deep, aren't they? Both on the leg side. The reason for that, KC's natural shape will be to bring it in to the left-hander, but now to Zubaidi, he'll bring it away. We saw just a flash from Zubaidi yesterday at the top as to what he can do. He'll certainly go after things in the power play.
Yes, we saw a glimpse of what Zubaidi can do yesterday against Oman. Chasing a target of 154 yesterday. Malaysia, they were a bit started off well, but couldn't get there. Oman, on the other hand, winning the game by 22 runs today against Singapore in the morning.
Going to be a marvellous occasion this afternoon. It's a Tuesday afternoon. It's the only afternoon game actually that Nepal could play all tournament, the semi-finals and final, if they get there, or at 11 a.m. Not too sure why that is. And the remaining group game 9 a.m. So expect a good crowd today. It's probably already swelling up towards 3,000 or 4,000, and as you can see at the main entrance gate, they're just piling through there consistently. Malaysia know this ground well. They played 2 tri-series here over the last 2 years, April 2021 and then March, April 2022. They've met 4 times at this ground. They've met 8 times in total in T20I cricket. The only time Malaysia won was a critical one back in 2020 in Malaysia, where they won by 22 runs. All the other games have gone Nepal's way. 4 in Malaysia, 4 in Nepal. And most of those margins of victory have been pretty comfortable. Nepal won by 9 wickets and 6 wickets chasing, and 69 runs and 85 runs defending. Do you expect anything apart from a comfortable Nepal victory and advancing to the semi-finals today, Paresh?
No, actually nothing is comfortable in T20 cricket. Nepal has to bowl well. They have to restrict Malaysia under 150 to get a comfortable victory, but it doesn't seem that way because Malaysia, they're batting well. Virendeep Singh is the pick of the batsman for Malaysia.
Nicely played. It's going to be runs and Very nearly 6 of them. It's just one bounce. Now, that's the shorter side of the ground today. If you're watching this morning's game, you'll already know that. There's a disparity, isn't there, between the boundary distances. Probably about 65 metres, something like that, out to the leg side. To that part of the ground, it's even a bit shorter. And then out to the offside, much, much bigger, 73, 74 metres today. Good strike from Zubaidi.
Yeah, this is the best time, like I said, best time to bat here at the TU International Cricket Ground. We can see that the ball is nicely coming onto the bat. A short ball nicely pulled away by Zubaidi for 4 runs.
Goes into the sky, not out of the middle of the bat, and it's such a long boundary it won't actually get there. Should be a good chance at getting 3 runs, and they'll pick them up pretty comfortably. Good, solid, confident start for Malaysia. 9 runs from the first over. It's 9 for none. Okay, Paresh, big news, massive news coming across to us from the Mulpani over the course of the last 90 minutes or so. Bahrain have upset Hong Kong and beaten them quite comfortably by 20 runs. That has thrown Group B right into the mixer.
Yes, Bahrain, what a victory by Bahrain against Hong Kong. Hong Kong, one of the favourites to qualify for the World Cup, T20 World Cup, that is. Now they have to win against UAE. Hong Kong, they've played already 2 matches, winning one against.
Yeah, and the fascinating thing about that group, I know this is taking an awful lot unaccounted for, but were Kuwait to beat UAE this afternoon, all 4 sides would enter that final day with 1 win apiece. Sampal Kam will get things underway from the pavilion end of the ground here at the TU. Zubaidi continues to go on the attack. Powdell got to that quickly, but just couldn't release in time and get a single. A few questions have come in on social media to us asking about the exact format for the semi-finals. I'll explain that quickly. It's pretty simple. First in Group A will play second in Group B at this venue on Friday, at the TU. So for Nepal to keep their kind of spiritual home advantage, if you will, here at the TU ground, they've got to win the group, and then they would play second in Group B, whoever that might be. It could be anyone. It could be any of the 4 teams at this rate. Then, second in Group A will play first in Group B over at the Mulpani ground. They'll be at the same time on Friday. Tardy piece of work from Asif Sheikh will allow what's going to be given as an extra. Given as a wide, in fact, 2 extras to the total. So that will be the 2 semi-finals on a fantastic Friday, both at 11 a.m. First of Group A versus second of Group B here, and then second in Group A versus first in Group B there. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it really does. That is the way it should be. Winner of Group A will play the runner-up Group B. Nicely bowled, quick single taken. The first ball of Sompal Kami's over, this over, the ball was straight hit to Rohit Posel's hand and a single taken. That shows how committed the Malaysian batters are.
It really feels like a kind of nothing to lose game for Malaysia, doesn't it? They've never beaten Nepal on home soil, usually on the back end of some heavy defeats, but both of those tri-series, with due respect to them, there wasn't much pressure. Huge pressure on the line here. That's whipped away ever so stylishly. He's a class act this side, Aziz. Him and Virendeep Singh are the 2 to keep your eyes on for Malaysia. And it's a confident start with a clip into the leg side for 4.
Yeah, pace on deliveries is not the way to go here. Look at that ball nicely coming onto the bat. Nicely flicked off his hips down to long leg for a boundary. There's a short, fine and deep square leg for Sompal Kami. He hit it into the gap to perfection. This is a flying start for Malaysia. Saeed Aziz, the batsman in that occasion, the left-hander.
Again, the line is wrong. You just can't get it right at the moment. Sampal Kami, he's moving the ball in. He's got to start it out on a 5th, 6th stump line outside the off stump. Starts it on middle stump, comes into the hip again of Aziz. A fine tickle. Back-to-back boundaries.
Yes, given as a leg byes by the umpire. Nevertheless, 4 runs for Malaysia. A very good start for Malaysia. Flying start for Malaysia. the 12th man of Nepal, the crowd, the spectators, they are roaring their team. They are behind the team. They are behind Sompal Kami. Every time Sompal Kami runs to bowl, a huge cheer by the crowd.
Again, a little bit leg side-ish. There's a big appeal from Kami, but he's going to have to do very well to get that decision going his way for a couple of reasons. One, has it pitched in line, and two, the height. It's given his leg byes, so no bat involved. How close was this? The previous delivery was actually given his leg byes too, we've just seen. Probably height was the issue here for Kami.
Yes, height, and it probably would have, it would have gone over the stumps. And it was a bit straight as well. The ball was going towards the leg stump. A very good decision by the umpire.
The umpiring's been first class thus far. So nearly cleans him up, but it's an inside edge, and Zubaidi, well, his aggression, it's telling at the start, and Nepal have got themselves in a spot of bother after just 12 deliveries. Malaysia off to a flyer, 26 for none.
Yeah, like I said, pace on is not the way to go here. Because of that, because of extra pace that Sompal Kami and Karan Casey, they have gone for runs in the first 2 overs, 26 of them. Malaysia off to a flyer.
Let's take a look at the two teams. Just bring those graphics in, please. That's the Malaysian side, 2 changes for them. Interesting to see the left arm seamer left out. They've gone very, very heavy on their spin options. And also it's going to be fascinating to see if Amir Azim will bat at number 3 again. For Nepal, they've gone unchanged. And for a Nepali side that often will have 3, 4, 5 spin options, they only have 2. They've just got Kushal Malla and Sandeep Lamachani. I was really surprised to see no Lalit Rajbanshi today. And as early as the 3rd over, I might just be proven maybe a little right. He's going to turn to Kushal Malla.
Yes, at the toss time you said that Rohit Paudel would have used Kushal Malla in the middle overs, but he has to come in the 3rd over.
But is this not the point? You talk about balance, and that was the answer we got. The answer was that, well, actually, we want the balance of having the leg spinner and the left arm spinner with Malla. But they've got 4 seamers. So with Gulshan Jah bowling so well, was it not a chance to get Rajbanshi into the team and then have 3 spinners and 3 seamers, a better balance?
Yes, it would have been a better balance, but the team management went with the same team that they played against Singapore. Kushal Malla, I think he has always been underbowled. He's a very clever bowler, very tight bowler. He bowls stump to stump. He doesn't get so much of turn.
Nicely picked up. He's a very, very good player, Syed Aziz. It wasn't that short from Kushal Malla, but pretty slow through the air from him and heaved away for 6 more. Nepal, all of a sudden, have real issues.
Yes, that was picked up very nicely by Aziz down to mid-wicket for a 6. Clearing the fence as well. A good hit by Syed Aziz. Rushes to 11 of 8.
It's a better pace, isn't it? A little bit of angle across too from Malla. Yeah, I just wonder if they missed a bit of a trick there. Nepal's strength for me, historically and even currently, is in their depth of their spin bowling. There's probably 5 or 6 or 7 left-arm spinners we could name that could come into this team. And even though I agree with you that Kushal Malla's under-bowled, he's an all-rounder. You want to get a primary left-arm spinner in there, have those 3 spin options with the absence of Dipender Singh Ari.
Apart from the last tri-series that ended last week, all the spinners have been amongst the wickets for Nepal. Cut that away into the gap. Another boundary for Syed Aziz. A good over again. 10 runs coming off it. 3 overs gone. Malaysia 36 for no loss.
Well, game on in a big way here at Kirtapur. Nepal have got so used to winning, particularly on home soil, that this might just come as a bit of a jolt, a shock to their system. I know they went down to defeat to UAE.
Dabur Red Bayfresh Gel is in town.
Bayfresh, be ready with Bayfresh, be ready with Bayfresh. Bayfresh, be ready with Bayfresh, be ready.
Gel. Be ready with 12 hours deep freshness.
विदेशबाट ई सेवा मनी ट्रान्सफर मार्फत ई सेवा वालेटमा पैसा पठाउँदा काठमाडौँमा घर जित्ने मौका पाउनुहुन्छ।
यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सिनुहोला। यति कार्पेट, कार्पेटको शहंशाह।
म फरक छु किनकि म प्लास्टिकको प्रयोग कम गर्छु। अब तपाई पनि भन्ने हैन त फरक?
Back of their mind, the captain himself, Rohit Paudel, must be thinking about the injury of Dipen Singh Airi.
Change and ends for Karen Casey. He'll come in now from the pavilion end. And yeah, you look at the four seamers they have, you can make a case they're all quite different, even though they're all right arm seamers in their style, that is. But all of them, even include Gulshan Jan, this, even though he seems to be building his velocity back up, they're all of a similar pace. Cami might be a bit quicker than Casey. Ja might be a bit quicker than Bahara. But they're not the kind of bowlers who'd necessarily scare you as an opposition. That's beautifully driven. As straight as an arrow. Right down the ground. Shape for KC. But this is a good time of the day to bat, and Aziz gets a boundary.
Slightly overpitched by Karan Casey. Look at that shot. Straight as an arrow, like you said, Lenny. Towards the side screen. Beautiful shot. Beautiful baller's back drive. Look at the elbow. High elbow. Straight bat. Showing the manufacturer's sticker. He doesn't have a sticker, though.
Well, he might be trying to play his way into the sponsor's mind with strokes like that. Now an attempted pickup shot into the leg side. No contact made, and it thuds into the pad. It's going to pitch outside leg, probably going to miss leg two. Leg bye is given. This is a sparkling start from Malaysia. They are flying in the power play.
Yeah, it's a dream start. Clearly pitching outside the leg stump, Karan Casey, and even hitting the thigh pad of the batsman. Rather optimistic appeal by Karan Casey. It's a dream start for Malaysia against Nepal. The stronger side, Nepal, against Malaysia, haven't lost a match, haven't lost a T20 international here against Malaysia, Nepal. This is a very good start by Malaysia.
Another one that thuds into the pad, and oh, it teases the off stump, it flirts with it. It was ever so close to clipping it. No, look at that. Zubaydi didn't know where it had gone. Hit into the sky. Mid-off goes back and puts it down. It's the captain, Rohit Paudel. Oh, he did all the hard work, didn't he? I don't think he can believe that he's put that down, having taken a couple of marvellous catches in recent times. He just couldn't cling on.
Even Rohit Paudel, the caliber fielder that he is, drops a catch. I think it's because of pressure. He made a ground. He looked very easy there. Look at him run behindward. Almost took a catch. Eyes on the ball. It just popped off his palm. Very good effort by Rohit Paudel. It goes as a drop chance, but that was a valiant effort.
Slower ball picked straight to Bertel, who misfields. And right now, the wheels, well, they're off the train of Nepal. It's a drop catch followed up by a misfield for 4. And with 4 bowled, it's 48 for none.
रियल फ्रुटबाट बनेको रियल जुसमा छ रियल न्युट्रिसन, रियल टेस्ट र रियल ह्याप्पिनेस। त्यसैले त रियल जुस रियल हो नि।
20 वर्षदेखि ग्राहकहरूको चाहनालाई सम्बोधन गर्दै निरन्तर अघि बढ्दै सिद्धार्थ ब्याङ्क, सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई।
हाम्रो मनमा वाइ वाइ, हाम्रो मनमा वाइ वाइ, तिम्रो तिम्रो मेरो हाम्रो सबको मानवा छ वाई
मेचीदेखि महाकालीसम्म वाई वाई छ हामी सबैको मनमा.
Athletic fielder. Cammy's going to return to replace Mala. And a no ball. We said the trains have come off Nepal's tracks right now. They're well and truly off. A free hit's going to follow this no ball. What is going wrong out there, Paresh?
The idea was right. It was right on the block hole, but overstepped by Sompal Kami. Yes, very nice. Good call by the umpire. That was a no ball. It's a free hit. What can Shahid Aziz do? We'll have to wait and see. We saw a no ball bowled by Bilal Khan on the first match.
Slapped towards mid-on. You can be run out, and he would have been run out. It's the only way you can be dismissed. Off a free hit. I think it's Sandeep Jora, isn't it? It was hit firmly to him. He ran on the power of the shot. I think a direct hit would have been gone.
Yes, it would definitely have been gone. A direct hit was needed there. This is why the Tiger is missed in the field. Dipender Singh Aire, he hits 99 out of 100 times the direct hit.
Well, big moments in the match. Not an easy run-out chance, but a missed run-out nonetheless. They set high standards for themselves in the field, and rightly so. Just felt, though, in that Tri-Series final, Paresh, the first 10 overs, they were off. They had two critical drops of Mohammad Waseem that may well have cost them that game. And this is a challenge right now. The 50s come up in just 25 deliveries. They're going at 12 and over up until that ball. And Rohit, I think he's just trying to rally the troops. He's not happy with where his team are at right now.
Yes, everyone looks very edgy at the moment. Whereas Sandeep Lamachandran looks a bit relaxed there. He knows he's a champion bowler. He knows what conditions all around the world. He has played so many franchise leagues around the world.
Reminder, this is a very good batting wicket. And Zubaydi has continued to show us diving effort from Mala. Really good. I think it's going to be 2 runs saved. Gets a loud cheer from that most packed part of the ground. Nepal are going to need small moments like that to drag them back into this contest.
Yeah, that was a very good effort by Kushal Malla. Full stretch dive and saved 2 runs for his team. Brilliant effort by Malla.
Outstanding. Really good from the youngster. Body on the line. No shortage of skill too. A little bit of a change up that time. Slower, maybe touch out of the side of the hand, maybe a leg cutter. Going back to this point about the attack, probably going to have to bowl 14, 15, 16 overs of seam. Malaysia, you're going to be licking their lips at that.
Yeah, even though they bowl probably 14, 15, even 16 overs of seam, you have to use variations. You have to use change of pace, not pace on delivery is not the way to go in this pitch. At this time.
No run this time is Avanesh Bahara that does the fielding. How do they get a grip on this game? How do they just start to get it under control? Malaysia flying away here in the power play.
No, they should just relax their mind. Don't play the occasion like you always say, Lenny. Play the match. I think they're a bit tentative, the Nepali players. They have to get themselves relaxed. It's the captain's role to relax the players. Just gather up together after the over. Just talk to the players for a quick 1 minute.
Pull shot and just short. Nothing quite going Nepal's way, but a better over this time from Kami, despite the no ball from the first delivery. 5 have been bowled, 54 for none. He just rushed on that pull, wasn't he? And Jora it was who was never going to be able to quite get there. Let's take a look at the points table. Paresh, defeat wouldn't be terminal for
Body टिकाऊ, body coverage.
दिमाग लगाओ, Japanese technology वाला पेन चलाओ.
Gain Nerolac healthy home paints from Japan.
The original taste, the original fun, one and only.
वर्लिङको फेस्टिभ अफर 3 वा 12 महिनाको इन्टरनेट पेमेन्टमा पाउनुहोस् स्यामसङका विभिन्न प्रडक्टहरूमा रु 15,500 सम्मको वर्लिङ लोयल्टी डिस्काउन्ट. आजै अफरको फाइदा लिनुहोस्.
The top of the table if Malaysia go on to beat Singapore in their last game. I'm going to get one more look at this drop catch of Rohit Paudel. He did everything right, didn't he? And just at the last moment it popped out. If you haven't played cricket, those running over your shoulder, they're the most difficult to take. Yeah,
those are the most difficult catches to have been taken. He did the right thing, he turned right way, but it just popped off his palm.
Avanesh Pahara, who I think went for 20 from his one over in the power play yesterday, has been called upon in the power play again. A surprise to you, Paresh?
Actually, I am surprised because Gulshan Shah bowled very well in the match against Singapore and in the Tri-Series final against UAE, getting rid of Mohammad Wasim, who was terrific form, hitting the ball out of the park.
Yeah, that was a beauty, that delivery to Mohammad Wasim, wasn't it? It really was. One of the best balls of the tournament, that Tri-Series, that in theory should have provided a real advantage for Nepal, UAE and Hong Kong, but Hong Kong have shown today that those warm-up games don't count for much. This one is swung away to the protection in the deep, the short ball, just a single. Hong Kong losing to Bahrain in a big Group B surprise, the first surprise of the tournament. Malaysia to beat Nepal, that might even be a bigger surprise though.
Yes, it will be a bigger surprise and a bit of a shock as well to the Nepali spectators and supporters. Pace on delivery is not the way to go at this particular time of the day.
I think Monty Desai, knowing him so well, I think he'll be frustrated with where his team are at. He'll be pleased to see how they react to this test, because it's going to be a test. That's the cutter from Bahara, taking the pace off the ball, well bowled. Who's going to stand up now? Remember, Virendeep Singh to come. He's just got to 2,000 T20I runs, and the captain was very honest, Ahmed Faiz, at the toss. He said a lot of our fate today rests upon how well Virendeep plays.
Yeah, we were always talking about Virendeep Singh, but another pace-off delivery by Avinash Bora. This is the way to go. Mix your variation, mix your pace, use variation. Don't let the batsman control yourself. That is what we were talking about. Virendeep Singh, he should play at number 3. He is the lone run getter for Malaysia. As we speak, Zubaidi and Aziz off to a flying start.
Will they be tempted to get Virendeep Singh up to that number 3 slot that you were advocating for him yesterday? Short ball, too short, the umpires adjudicate. Amir Azim didn't look overly comfortable at 3 yesterday. I had a good chat to Bilal Assad, the former Pakistan player who coaches Malaysia. Does a great job, him and Amy and all of the backroom staff involved with Malaysia cricket. And he thought that it was a game that got away from Malaysia against Oman yesterday. They were there for the taking for much of it. Chance, and it's a chance that's taken. That will just quell the nerves. Kushal Malla smiles as he called off Gulshan Shah. The cutter works. The sunglasses weren't on for some reason, but they weren't needed. And that's a bit more like it for Nepal, and a big show of faith from the captain, Rohit Paudel, and Avanesh Pahara. It's rewarded by one of his trump cards, the first wicket falls.
Yeah, pace-off delivery worked for Nepal in this occasion. Look at Kushal Malla, no sunglasses on, but takes a simple catch. Gulshan Shah was on the way. He was backing up Kushal Malla there. Look at him, just backing up. Malaysia, 58 for 1.
Ahmed Faiz is going to be the Malaysian captain in at number 3. 1 delivery left in the power play. And he's going to try and take on a quick single. Ja knocks down the stumps to a great roar, but all it's going to cost is an overthrow, as Faiz was safely home. So 2 runs for him to get off the mark. Malaysia 10 and over, 60 for 1.
Yeah, this was a good feeling, but he was already home there. Look at him. I don't think Gulshan Jah could have just throw the ball, the ricochet off the stumps, and there's another run.
रियल फ्रुटबाट बनेको रियल जुसमा छ रियल न्युट्रिसन, रियल टेस्ट र रियल ह्याप्पिनेस। त्यसैले त रियल जुस रियल हो नि।
विदेशबाट ई सेवा मनी ट्रान्सफर मार्फत ई सेवा वालेटमा पैसा पठाउँदा काठमाडौँमा घर जित्ने मौका पाउनुहुन्छ।
यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सिनुहोला। यति कार्पेट, कार्पेटको शहंशाह।
म फरक छु किनकि म प्लास्टिकको प्रयोग कम गर्छु। अब तपाई पनि बन्ने हैन त फरक?
Umpire Rashid Riaz, who's standing today alongside Ghazi Sahel, Pakistani and Bangladeshi umpires together. This was the dismissal. It was not the length that Zubaydi wanted, and he didn't really read the cutter. Good work from Mala, calling off Jah, and then greeting him with a big smile on his face and saying, "I told you it was mine, mate. I had that under control." They're a great group to watch, this Nepali side. Effervescent in their enthusiasm. Lamachani in from the Chobar end. So nearly a wicket from his first ball. It's an under edge, an inside edge. Can Bahara cut it off? Yes, he can. Body on the line. Saved 2 runs. That easily could have gone on to the leg stump.
Yeah, that's a very good fielding by Avinash Bohra, sliding down and stopping the ball. The ball was running away from him. Good run, good fielding by Bohra, saving 2 runs for his team. And talking about Lamichhane, almost caught his man on the first ball he bowled.
All of our indications thus far, Paresh, it's a very good batting wicket. Got asked by a few of the players, he wouldn't have got to take in much of the action. Did we see much turn in the first innings? The first game of the day, that is. We didn't see much. We saw a bit, but it's a new wicket. Remember, we've moved 2 across. So we've come closer over towards the scoreboard side of the ground. And as a consequence, it feels to me like it's as good as a batting surface as we've seen between the Tri-Series and today. Is the best of the lot, Paresh.
Yes, and this time around, this particular time is very good for batting. Sandeep Lamichhane has a bit of stare to the batsman there.
I never quite understood a spinner having a stare. If you're a Michael Holding or you're Brett Lee or Wahab Riaz, you can go down and have that bit of aggression. You're bowling 50 miles an hour, 80 kilometers an hour. Nearly cleans him up. That was a beautiful leg break. It came out much flatter, much quicker, and actually I think it's only the bounce that has deprived Lamichhane of another wicket.
Yeah, look at that. There was a drift and a hint of a turn, almost kissing the off stump. Lamichhane, the champion bowler.
He's trying to hit to the shorter side there. That's the longer side of the ground. Lots of real estate to work with out there for Karen KC to protect. Keeps it to a single. She might have actually just missed the off stump on line as well. A little bit of turn and bounce. Oh, he looks in a lovely rhythm after that break, Lamichhane.
Yes, he does. He took two wickets yesterday playing against Singapore. Now looks to be in a very good rhythm after that break that he really needed.
Just lost grip of the ball that time, so dead ball is signalled. The crowd really starting to pile in. I think there's probably more than a few half days being taken, whether it's from school, college or work today. He should have close to a full house pretty soon. As Aziz has looked comfortable at the crease thus far. He wants 2 here. And Faiz turns, direct hit. Oh, would have been close. Gone! And Faiz lays sprawled on the crease. Aziz never wanted the second. The throw has come in from Sandeep Jora. It wasn't the direct hit that I thought was needed, but Sheikh whipped the bails off in a flash, and that wicket comes down to Lamichhane's pressure as much as anything else. Nepal have 2.
Yes, beautiful fielding by Sandeep Jora, created that run out. He was very quick to the ball, released it very quickly as well. You can see that nicely played with soft hands. There was 2 for sure, but I don't know why the batsman sent the non-strikers back. Yes, definitely out. Very good decision by the umpire.
Well, outstanding. On first viewing, I didn't think it was out. That shows how difficult the job is. Ghazi Sahel said it was, and Ahmed Faiz, he's sprawled across the turf. He's gone for 3, and it's now 65 for 1.
ड्याड
जाऊ बाइक निकाल त
कहाँ जाने ड्याड
ब्याङ्क जानु छ एउटा कामले
ब्याङ्क ल आउनुहोस् यो फिजिकल होइन डिजिटलको जमाना हो यति कामको लागि त ब्याङ्क जानै पर्दैन नि
20 वर्षदेखि ग्राहकहरूको चाहनालाई सम्बोधन गर्दै निरन्तर अघि बढ्दै सिद्धार्थ ब्याङ्क सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई
बढी टिकाउ बढी कभरेज
दिमाग लगाओ जापानिज टेक्नोलोजी वाला पेन चलाओ
हो नि दिमाग लगाओ जापानिज टेक्नोलोजी वाला पेंट चलाओ KNP Nerolac Healthy Home Paints from Japan.
4 inches, but he is gone.
Yes, he's definitely gone. Very good umpiring by the umpire there. And good fielding and good gather and hitting the stumps by Asif Sheikh, the keeper. There's a word exchange between Virendeep Singh and Sandeep Lamichhane. Everything happening here. The crowd behind the team. 2 wickets down. A good current rate for Malaysia, 9.29. What can we expect more?
We were talking yesterday about a template for associate cricket teams to get up and compete with the best in the world, and what Ryan Cook has done as the head coach of the Netherlands. You have to outfield your opposition, and Nepal 9 times out of 10 will do that. They've had a few wobbles, a missed run out from Jora earlier, the drop catch from Paudel, and a misfield from Kushal Bertel. But that moment of magic from Jora, having taken a spectacular catch yesterday, really shows a lot of value that he brings to the side. And Nepal's fielding, it's usually so good. That's the standard you expect.
Yeah, that is the standard we expect. Everyone expects. Our young Nepali side, average age is around 22, 23. Rohit Paudel, he made that ground. That was a difficult take. Just the ball just popped off his palm.
Yeah, credit to Asif Sheikh, just so swift in his glove work. He held his shape nicely, didn't get put off by the throw, coming in on the bounce. It's Gulshan Jah bowling now to Virendeep Singh, seeing it in at 4, 1 place higher than he was yesterday. These two really, for Malaysia, the absolute key to posting a large total and above par total.
Yes, they have to bat now till the 15th over, have a good partnership. Let's say score around 8 to 9 runs per over from now on. They'll definitely reach 180 runs.
Yeah, Jah has been impressive, and for the moment, cleverly, Aziz and Singh are just happy to maybe have 3 or 4 overs of singles. They won't look for too many boundary options with the power play having ended. Andrew Leonard here with you. Got Paresh Lahani, the former Nepal national team player. Great to have his thoughts. Remember, use that hashtag T20 World Cup. Get involved on social media. We've seen it trending here in Nepal. That's how much the love for cricket is. If you do have any messages, you want to let us know where you're watching from on ICC TV in particular, from around the world. We love hearing from the Nepali diaspora. Get in touch with me, Andrew, at Cricket Badge, Cricket BADGE, Instagram or Twitter, and we'll read some of those messages out where we can. Huge numbers involved. We saw back pages of the paper taken up. The whole country seems invested, Paresh, in this journey for Nepal to try and get back to a World Cup.
Yes, last time Nepal played the T20 World Cup was way back in 2014. If Nepal qualified for the World Cup, it'll be after 10 years Nepal will play the T20 World Cup. That is why each and every corporate sector, government, they are backing up the team. You can see the spectators, the fans coming out here and supporting the Nepal national cricket team.
Aziz wants a second here. He's not going to get it. Again, swift fielding down at deep third. Yeah, there's always good corporate, good sponsor support here at Nepal, but it's taken to a new level in recent times. We've seen many local companies support not just the board of Cricket Association of Nepal, but the players directly themselves. A local beer company has set up a project that is giving rewards in terms of rupees for wickets and catches like this from Kushal Malla, the first wicket, and also the second wicket here, the run out. We might not be able to take in the whole replay. Going to come back live with you now with Gulshan Jha. That was the mix-up. But yeah, real support from businesses as well as the fans. Great to see as we get to the end of the 8th over. The score, it's 70 for 2.
Body Tikao, body coverage.
दिमाग लगाओ जापानीज टेक्नोलोजी वाला पेन चलाओ
KNP Nerolac Healthy Home Paints from Japan.
The original taste, the original fun, one and only.
वर्ल्डलिङ्कको फेस्टिभ अफर 3 वा 12 महिनाको इन्टरनेट पेमेन्ट गरी रु 3299 को बोट एडोप्स 170 वायरलेस इयरफोन मात्र रु 1699 मा आजै अफरको फाइदा लिनुहोस्.
Get your name shouted out. Great crowd has come in. It's pushing up towards capacity. Really good to see them playing in the afternoon sunshine. It's a beautiful day again. Lamachani is going to continue from the Chobar end. Beautifully cut away. That's a special stroke from a quality player. Syed Aziz, he's picked the googly. He's gone deep in his crease and he's found the gap.
Yeah, that was a googly, but a bit short and outside the off stump. Look at that. Gave himself room, played it in front of square, beating the sweeper cover. A good boundary by Aziz. He looks a very good batsman.
He's lovely to watch, isn't he? Aziz, change of angle, going to come round the wicket. Nicely guided. He's unlucky not to beat Bertel there. Could have been another boundary. Real magic up in the crowd, isn't there? There always is. There's something special in the air here in the land of the Himalayas. I've never met people who adore cricket and their nation quite as much as here in Nepal. This one's punched down the ground. Going to be a challenge for Long on to cut it off. He will. But credit to Malaysia. Another direct hit from the deep. They've had the better of the early exchanges.
Yes, a good start for Malaysia. 76 for 2 in the 9th over. The current rate is 8.94. They were going at 12 runs per over in the start in the power play. The 2 wickets has Nepal got back in the game, but they still need wickets to restrict Malaysia to a chaseable target. At the moment, Malaysia well on top.
Hit back down the ground will just be a single to Aziz. Singh will start a little more cautiously. He may end up, if he's still there, being sort of 20 off 22, 20 off 25, but then he can really accelerate towards the death. Is that the way you see this partnership building?
Yeah, I think that is the way Virendeep Singh will go about it. Shahid Aziz, his strike rate is well over 100, whereas Virendeep Singh, he just came in, he has just faced 3 balls. He'll take his time, he'll look for singles. It's a good thing for Malaysia. There's a right-hand, left-hand combination at the crease.
Nice use of the feet. It's a big appeal from Lamachani, but he's far too down the track for that one to be given out. You would simply be guessing there as an umpire, and that's not what your job is to do. Leg bye is given.
Yes, that was coming down the track. That was way ahead. And even it was struck outside the line of off stump. A very optimistic appeal by Lamachani. A single thing and a leg bye taken by Virendeep Singh. This is what Virendeep Singh should do when he starts. Oh, nicely bowled googly across the left hand. After 9, Malaysia off to a good start. 78 for 2.
Beauty. It's the wrong one that goes across Aziz. He's generally been picking it out of the hand, but he might have been just done a little bit there. It's a glorious feeling as a wrist spin bowler to know that the batter doesn't know which way it's going to turn. It gives you a huge advantage, doesn't it?
Workout सँगै चाहिन्छ Dabur Honey, जसले पूरा गर्छ हाम्रो फिटनेस रुटिन.
Dabur Honey मा छ एन्टिअक्सिडेन्ट र मिनरल जसले तपाईको फिटनेस रुटिन कम्प्लिट गर्नको साथै तपाईलाई राख्छ सधैँ फिट र यङ.
Dabur Honey, stay fit, feel young.
विदेशबाट ई-सेवा मनी ट्रान्सफर मार्फत ई-सेवा वालेटमा पैसा पठाउँदा काठमाडौँमा घर.
Afternoon till the evening.
I'm going to call it a late autumn day, Paresh. He's got an autumnal feel to it. But you're right, the temperature does change very quickly. Goes from quite cold in the morning to when the sun comes out beautiful, and then as soon as that sun goes behind those Chobar Hills, temperature drops quickly.
Yes, it does. It's around about 25, 26 degrees Celsius at the moment, and it drops down very quickly after the sun goes down behind those Chobar Hills. Drops down to probably 14, 15 degrees Celsius. That is the difference of temperature.
So a lovely tweet this morning from a great friend of mine, Paul Radley, who's here covering the UAE side, who are in action right now over at the Mulpani ground. He posted a view from that press box that we were at during the Tri-Series up at Mulpani. It's this gorgeous backdrop, isn't it, with the Gakarna Forest Resort there. It's a nice stroke through the offside, going to get 4. Really well played. That's not an easy stroke to hit, just a shuffle down the crease. Aziz is stylish, to say the least, and he's moving through the gears into the 40s.
Played it through the line. Look at this shot again. Look at this classy shot. Opened his face to get the gap. Beautifully done by Aziz. This is what Malaysia is all about. Like I said, pace on delivery is not the way to go in this wicket.
That tweet from Paul Radley said, Kathmandu, well, you're just showing off this morning. That's how beautiful it was there in the Mulpani. It's gorgeous here too. I was really struck by the beauty of that. It's what is now the second official ground of the city, the 190th T20I venue it became in that Tri-Series last week. They're the 2 venues for this ICC Men's T20 World Cup qualifier, the Asia final that we're here for, supported by our friends over at Dream 11 as always. Yeah, generally, both grounds have played pretty well, but it's proving tricky batting conditions at Mulpani today. Kuwait 47 for 5. Much more so than here at the TU, where Malaysia are making merry. They're 84 for 2 in the 10th. What would they like to score here? Do they want that sort of 170 that Oman got to that proved a winning score in the morning game?
Yeah, morning game was a bit tricky. Like Oman, they could have scored 200 if Aqib Ilyas and Zishan Maqsood stayed till the end. But I think Malaysia, they need at least 180 runs to defend. Otherwise, Nepal, with that batting lineup, you never know. They got past Singapore's 145 easily.
Good tumbling stop. Excellent work by Juara, who's been almost everywhere, hasn't he, in this first innings. Definitely run saved.
Yes, tumbling stop, diving to his right. Sandeep Zohra has been very good in the field. He's a very good fielder, a good catcher. We saw that, the catch he took yesterday. Every single individual of Nepal team has been very good on the field. Kushal Malla, Sompal Kami, Kushal Burtel, apart from that missed field earlier.
I just wonder, is there something in Nepal's fielding starting a little slowly? We've seen it in a few games now. Almost seem to get better the longer they're out there, which is quite to the contrary of expectations. Again, sharp work, this time by Kushal Burtel. Gets us to the halfway stage of the first innings. 85 for 2.
Real fruitबाट बनेको real juiceमा छ real nutrition, real taste र real happiness. त्यसैले त real juice real हो नि.
पम्प छु
हो लाइफ बोय ह्यान्ड वाशले मार्छ 99.9% भाइरसेस. त्यसैले पम्प रब छु संसारकै नम्बर 1 सेलिङ जर्म प्रोटेक्सन सोप ब्रान्ड.
इस वर्षदेखि ग्राहकहरूको चाहनालाई सम्बोधन गर्दै निरन्तर अघि बढ्दै सिद्धार्थ बैंक सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई.
UAE right now, the top 2 advance to the semi-finals. The winners of Group A play the runners-up in Group B, and the winners of Group B play the runners-up of Group A. The first of those semi-finals will be here at the TU. The second will be at the Mulpani. So for Nepal to guarantee a semi-final here at their spiritual home, as I always refer to it as, they're going to need to win probably all 3 games. There is a way to finish top with just 2 wins, but they'd have to beat Oman on Thursday. And a lot is going to rest on this man's shoulders, Sandeep Lamachani, who's going to bowl a 3rd consecutive. Do you feel they're light a spinner? I know I've asked you a few times, Paresh.
Yes, probably, because pace on delivery is not the way to go in this track. You need spinners.
hits the pad, gone! Oh yes! The most brilliant piece of bowling from Sandeep Lamachani, supreme. He hasn't picked it out of the hand. Virendeep Singh's got stuck on the crease, and for me, it looked like it was going to go on and hit leg stump. Picture perfect wrist spin bowling from Lamachani. The master strikes.
Sandeep Lamachani doesn't even appeal. Look at him. After it struck the pad, he just goes on celebrating. Look at him. He doesn't appeal. He knows that. What a perfect leg googly to the right-hander. Virendeep Singh didn't pick that anyway. It would have crashed into middle leg. Virendeep has to depart for 4. Malaysia 85 for 3.
Original taste, the original fun, one and only.
विदेशबाट ई सेवा मनी ट्रान्सफर मार्फत ई सेवा वालेटमा पैसा पठाउँदा काठमाडौँमा घर जित्ने मौका पाउनुहुन्छ।
यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सिनुहोला। यति कार्पेट, कार्पेटको शहंशाह।
म फरक छु किनकि म प्लास्टिकको प्रयोग कम गर्छु। अब तपाई पनि भन्ने हैन त फरक?
There's a reason Lamachani's been in such demand all around the franchise league world. Look at this. It's pitched probably a hair outside off stump. It's cut him back in half. To be honest, Virendeep Singh knew, didn't he? As did Lamachani. Just a cursory look over the shoulder to enjoy the finger being raised. A good decision. And another googly. Oh, inside edge this time. It's going to race away to the rope. Be a boundary. But that was something very special from Sandeep Lamachani.
Yeah, that was very special from Sandeep Lamachani. And you can see this outfit is lightning quick. Look at this. Just a touch and the ball races down to the boundary. This shows how quick this outfit is, like lightning. Sandeep Lamachani has taken a wicket of Virendeep Singh, a big wicket. That's very well bowled by Lamachani. Wicket 4 and a dot ball in this over. Malaysia 89 for 3. A big fish been taken by Sandeep Lamachani. Virendeep Singh.
Yeah, he loves getting the big wickets, doesn't he? And he sent him back. Outside edge. It looks like Money Andy's just going to try and survive Lamachani here. And a word or maybe a couple of words from Sandeep now. He's gone all the way down the wicket. Long walk back to your mark always as a bowler. That's the one you have to do. That was the googly, wasn't it, to Virendeep? Asif Sheikh knew it. Well, high quality wrist spin bowling, it's a joy to watch. Googly down the leg side. I think a flick of the pad probably. Lamachani animated as always in his appeal. Good take from Sheikh.
Yeah, Lamachani bowling those googlies, mixing those deliveries, bowling leg spinners and bowling googlies. He's just brushed the thigh pad. A good take by Asif Sheikh on the leg side. There was an appeal, but umpiring has been very good.
Yeah, I think you would not blame Malaysia one bit for just trying to see off the one remaining over of Lamachani after this one. Gets us to the end of the 13th. The score is 90 for 3.
Body टिकाऊ, body coverage.
दिमाग लगाओ, Japanese technology वाला पेन चलाओ.
KNP Nerolac Healthy Home Paints from Japan.
The original taste, the original fun, one and only.
Whirlingको फेस्टिभल अफरमा दुबई घुमौ रमेर अब whirlingबाट 24 भाग्यशाली जोडीले जित्न सक्नुहुनेछ दुबई घुम्ने मौका आजै अफरको फाइदा लिनुहोस् छिटो भनेकै whirling.
Such a swing, can't they, on momentum? Well, I might have to ask Rohit Powdell in the post-match presentation if I told you so or not, because he's turning to his own off-breaks now. I wondered that he left himself a spinner short, but surely, even though he's a very capable and competent off-spinner, surely this is an indication that they might have got their team selection a little wrong. The spinners are proving much harder to get away.
Yeah, we could see that from the first game when Nepal played against Singapore. The medium paces were hit all around the park. And even the second game Oman plays against Malaysia, and today as well, the medium pacers were hit around the park as well. That's very well bowled by Rohit Podel.
One of the reasons I like this move, though, for Powell to bring himself on is the presence of Aziz. I think he's a good bowler, Rohit Powell. He's often underused. He'll probably just look to get through one or two. Every dot ball is being roared like it's a wicket right now. Do you see him bowling more than just maybe 1 or 2 overs?
Yes, I think so, because he's a very clever bowler. He's a very clever captain as well, a good batsman. He knows what's going around. He knows where to bowl. He reads the batsman very well, Rohit Podel.
Well, I'd love if he'd said to me at the toss, we do have 3 spinners. We've got Sandeep Lamachani, we've got Kushal Malla, we've got me, Rohit Powell, but he didn't. He said we've got 2 spin options. So it's definitely a plan B, but for me that's a sign of a captain who's willing to adjust and react to the situation. Okay, they might have got their team selection wrong. They might analyse post-match and think they did pick a spin or 2 less. But they're finding a way to get through this innings and now restrict Malaysia. 3 singles from the over. It's an excellent one. 12 have been bowled. 93 for 3.
Dabur Red Bay Fresh Gel is in town.
Bay Fresh, be ready with Bay Fresh. Be ready, Bay Fresh, be ready with
Dabur Red Bay Fresh Gel. Be bay ready with 12 hours deep freshness.
Be ready with Bay Fresh.
विदेशबाट ई सेवा मनी ट्रान्सफर मार्फत ई सेवा वालेटमा पैसा पठाउँदा काठमाडौँमा घर जित्ने मौका पाउनुहुन्छ।
यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सिनुहोला। यति कार्पेट, कार्पेटको शहंशाह।
I think this is a good move. He's taken a wicket already, bowling 1 over, giving away only 6 runs when the openers Aziz and the other batsmen were going guns blazing, scoring runs at will against Sompal Kami and Karan Casey.
I'm just going to hold an over back of Lamachani. Yeah, it's an interesting one, isn't it? Do you just keep him going? He was bowling so nicely. Or are they just trying to get maybe an over in of Bahara here and they'll go back to Lamachani immediately?
Yeah, that might have been the case, but there's a left-hander on the strike. I think that is why Lamachani has been stopped and Bora has been introduced into the attack from the Chobar end. And this might be a very good change by the captain Rohit Podel, bringing in the Yorker specialist.
And Aziz has just found a bit of a lull, isn't he, in his innings? Not able to get anything going against the off-spin of Powell. Is he going to try and take on Bahar? It's not really the end to do it for him. Massive leg side boundary.
Yeah, Rohit Podel bowled a very good over, only giving away 3 runs. Kept Aziz very quiet at the crease. Now Avinash Bora, if he can take a wicket of Aziz, Nepal will be right back on the game.
It almost turns into a social occasion, doesn't it? These Nepal home matches now. It's the place to be seen.
Yes, definitely, Lenny. Every people around Nepal who loves cricket, they come here at the TU International Cricket Ground to watch the heroes play.
Only one show in town when the national cricket team are playing. We saw 60, 80 gathered media, 20 photojournalists. This one's whipped into the leg side and guided really nicely to the rope by Money Andy, who's got through a difficult period to start and now profiting. Malaysia, the 100 up in the 13th over. Excellent batting.
Yes, it's excellent batting by both these batsmen. Started off nicely flicked away. There's a short fine, no deep fine leg. That is why the ball raced towards the final boundary for 4. You can see that the ball was darting in to the right hander. Avinash Bora tried to bowl a Yorker there, missed by 3 or 4 inches.
Short ball, left alone, going to be a wide. Yeah, I just wonder, when the pace off the ball is proving so difficult, why did they go back to pace when they didn't need to yet? Lamachani could have bowled this one. Peudle could have kept going. Then you could have maybe darted an over of Mala in before your final 4 overs could have been bowled by the quicks.
Yes, that could have been the case, but I think Rohit Paudel wanted a wicket now of Aziz. That is why Bora has been brought back. Yeah, cricket is a very funny game. You never know what's happening.
And it's always easy up here in the commentary box, much more difficult down there in the field. I suspect, I know a few have speculated that maybe they're still just allowing Lalit Rajbanshi to come back gradually, but if he's played 2 games in the Tri-Series, you would have thought today was a good chance for him to play, and then there's a rest day tomorrow. But I suspect surely, as we see Pratish GC on as a subfielder, not sure who that's for, we'll try and find out. I suspect we'll see Rajbanshi come back in for the game against Oman. As a quick single is dashed and dashed successfully. 13 have been bowled. Malaysia have a great platform, 104 for 3.
रियल फ्रुटबाट बनेको रियल जुसमा छ रियल न्युट्रिसन, रियल टेस्ट र रियल ह्याप्पिनेस। त्यसैले त रियल जुस रियल हो नि।
साधारण टुथपेस्ट युज गर्नुभयो भने टाढै रहनुहुनेछ। रोज्नुहोस् क्लोज अप। यसको एन्टी जर्म माउथवाश फर्मुलाले दिन्छ 12 घण्टा 3 गुणा ताजा सास। पाउनुहोस् अझ बढी ताजापन र सधैँ नजिक रहने कन्फिडेन्स।
हाम्रो मनमा वाइ वाइ, हाम्रो मनमा वाइ वाइ, तिम्रो मेरो हाम्रो सबको मनमा छ वाइ।
मेचीदेखि महाकालीसम्म वाइ वाइ छ हामी सबैको मनमा।
Amir Azim's capable. May see Einal Hafiz a little bit higher. Back live with you now. Peudle is pounded away for 6. What a stroke that is. It's going to be 50 for Syed Aziz too. An outstanding innings from the left-hander. We identified him at the top as one to watch. And that's a great stroke for 6 to bring up his 50. 5 4s, 2 6s.
Yeah, that was hit very well. The ball was on the leg stump and almost going to the match officials area there. A good hit, a clean strike by Shahid Aziz to bring up his 50.
Going to be back-to-back boundaries. And Peudle, having been so tight and effective in his first over, has now been picked up in terms of the pace that he's bowling by Aziz. It's a shorter leg side boundary for the left-hander. 6-4, 10 from 2 balls.
This delivery was not good. It was short on the leg stump. That is why it was pulled away to the vacant area on the leg side in front of square.
Now down the ground. This is an exhibition from Aziz. He goes 6, he goes 4, he goes 4 more. Pressure on Nepal's captain, pressure on the home side. We've got a real game in our hands here at the TU.
This is good batting by Syed Aziz. Look at this again. Hit it straight towards the side screen. A very good hit. The long off fielder is a bit wide. No chance for him, Sompal Kami. Good batting.
And it's Sandeep Lamachani that runs 20-25 yards over from his short fine leg position just to have a few words with his skipper. Can Peudle get out of this over? We thought it might just be 1 or 2 that he would bowl. Body language is deflated. Very rare you see that from Peudle. Such a positive, enthusiastic captain. I think he's just a bit disappointed in himself.
No, actually, he tried to bowl a bit quicker the last 3 balls that he was hit for 6, 4 and 4. He tried to bowl a bit quicker. It was a bit shorter. That is why he was punished. This is much better by Rohit Paudel. Chance of a run out. Ah, misses it, Rohit Paudel. How could he miss that?
No, what drama. The audience, well, they played their part too, didn't they? It was almost a pantomime. What was Syed Aziz doing? He almost could have run it in. He thought he was going to run it in. And he's only a stump and a half to aim at. If he'd hit, the stumps would have been sent to downtown Kathmandu, maybe to Timbuktu. And he's got a smile on his face now. Even the umpire's laughing. A moment of real drama. And it could have been a massive wicket, but instead it's going to be a wicket caught and bowled this time. It's not the man he wanted Aziz, but he will get money, Andy, to strike back. Peudle says that's out.
Look at this wicket again. A simple catch to Rohit Paudel, he anticipated the ball would go to his right. That is why after releasing the ball, he went to his right. A very good anticipation by the captain, Rohit Paudel. Muniandi has to depart.
Our red Bayfresh gel is in town.
Bayfresh, Bayfresh, be ready with Bayfresh. Be ready with Bayfresh. Bayfresh, Bayfresh, be ready with Bayfresh. Be ready with Bayfresh. Bayfresh, Bayfresh, be ready with Bayfresh.
Our red Bayfresh gel. Be bay ready with 12 hours deep freshness.
Be ready with Bayfresh.
दादा बाहिर भाइरस छ
नडराउ मात्र पम्प रब छु गर्दियो भाइरसलाई
पम्प रब छु
हो लाइफबोय ह्यान्ड वाशले मार्छ 99.9% भाइरसेस त्यसैले पम्प रब छु संसारकै नम्बर 1 सेलिङ जर्म प्रोटेक्सन सोप ब्रान्ड
Gulshan Jazz going to return. Well, we've seen some marvellous, a typical classic drama, associate cricket drama, Nepali cricket drama, the best there is. This game is hanging right in the balance too. Malaysia have a brilliant platform to work with. Gulshan Jazz going to come into the attack. And young Amir Azim will be at the non-strikers end side. Aziz, well, he might be thinking of three figures. He's 62 not out. He's got plenty of time to bat. 6 more overs to go. And the reason I was talking about drama, Paresh, yesterday we said maybe the cardiac kids need a new nickname. I don't think they do. What was this? Extraordinary.
Yes, he had so much time to aim the stumps. He could only see 1.5 stumps there. He missed it, and look at all smiles around. Even the umpire was smiling there.
I think he thought he should do the Jonty Rhodes. Sprint in and dive at the stumps. But then Aziz just got ahead of steam up, so he said, I have to throw it. And he put in a full force throw. Every chance he would have had a broken stump, such was the force he threw it with, but he just couldn't connect. They're going to take on the throw for the second, and good running from Amir Azim will get him home. It's a larger side of the ground again. Cardiac kids, well, they're back with a vengeance today, aren't they?
Yes, they are, and the pitch looks very good for batting. Even if Malaysia get close to 170, I think Nepal will chase that down. Looking at the batting lineup and looking at Kushal Bhurtel's form, back-to-back 50s in T20Is.
Beautiful pickup shots, and even though it's the longer side of the ground, it's going to go in between the two fielders and fly away for another boundary. Aziz, I think he's hunting down 100 here. He's playing beautifully.
Pace on, you'll get hit. That is, we've seen from the first ball of this innings, of this match. That is why you need variation. You need your stock balls, you need your slower balls, off cutters, leg cutters. Avinash Bora bowled that very well in this particular innings. Six runs of 3 balls in this over, the 15th.
Picks it up. Man out there, takes the catch. Oh, how Nepal needed that, and the fans, well, they're dancing, they're sprinting, they're jubilant in the crowd. Just as Aziz was maybe starting to think of 3 figures, he's holed out. He took on the bigger boundary. Bertel held the catch, and Jazz strikes.
This was very cleverly bowled by Gulshan Jha. It was a leg cutter bowled by Gulshan Jha into the wicket. That is why got the top edge, and it was a simple catch to Kushal Bhurtel. He made amends of the misfield that he did earlier, taking a simple catch. Aziz gone for 68. Malaysia 124 for 5.
Dad, यो फिजिकल होइन डिजिटलको जमाना हो यति कामको लागि त बैंक जानै पर्दैन नि
20 वर्षदेखि ग्राहकहरूको चाहनालाई सम्बोधन गर्दै निरन्तर अघि बढ्दै सिद्धार्थ बैंक सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई
हाम्रो मनमा वाइ वाइ तिम्रो मेरो हाम्रो सबको मानवा छ वाई
मेचीदेखि महाकालीसम्म वाई छ हामी सबैको मनमा।
यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सिनुहोला। यति कार्पेट, कार्पेटको शहंशाह।
Another feast, the new man to the crease. One of the changes to the team today. It's really been such an engaging and enthralling clash. 8.5 per over, Malaysia are going, but critically, thanks to this wicket, Malaysia now have 2 men at the crease on 0 for Nepal. That's just what they wanted.
Yes, 2 new men at the crease, yet to open their account. This is the time when Nepal has to capitalize with good overs, dot balls, and even a wicket or two. A very smart catch, a simple catch for Kushal Bhuttel standards.
Slight misfield from Asif Sheikh, but it's not going to cost any runs, and it'll get us to the end of the 15th. 126 for 5. 125 for 5, correction. Paresh.
वर्कआउट सँगै चाहिन्छ डाबर हनी, जसले पुरा गर्छ हाम्रो फिटनेस रुटिन।
डाबर हनीमा छ एन्टिअक्सिडेन्ट र मिनरल, जसले तपाईको फिटनेस रुटिन कम्प्लिट गर्नको साथै तपाईलाई राख्छ सधैँ फिट र यङ।
डाबर हनी, स्टे फिट, फील यङ।
विदेशबाट ई सेवा मनी ट्रान्सफर मार्फत ई सेवा वालेटमा पैसा पठाउँदा काठमाडौँमा घर जित्ने मौका पाउनुहुन्छ।
यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सिनुहोला। यति कार्पेट, कार्पेटको शहंशाह।
Lamachane's fourth now, even though it'll be a change of ends for him, it feels like it's the right time to strike, to find, maybe a 6th or a 7th wicket from his final over, but it looks like Karen KC is marking out his run-up. He's been expensive, to 2 overs done for 20. It's been a somewhat reactive innings of captaincy from Roa Powdle, understandably, because Malaysia have been that good. But with 2 men both on 0 at the crease, there's a chance for Nepal to try and close out this first innings and make the final 5 overs theirs. Going to take on the throw. Bertel can't affect the direct hit. Gets home safely. Azim off the mark.
Yes, again short and wide off the off stump. Tried to cut that away. Went straight to Kushal Bhuttel. It was a very good run by the batsman. It was straight to Bhuttel. If there was a direct hit, I think he would have made it easily. A good running between the wickets. Now, in terms of Malaysia's point of view, they need to settle down, take singles and doubles. Don't look for a big shot. If the ball is there to hit, just hit that out of the park. Apart from that, just look for singles and doubles.
Guided away off what looked like it was an under edge from Ainul Hafiz. He gets off the mark as well. What would Nepal be comfortable chasing from here? Will they want to try and restrict Malaysia under 165?
No, if they can restrict Malaysia under 150. There'll be idle run chase. But if Malaysia get 160, I don't think that'll be a problem for Nepal, because the pitch is playing very well. The batsmen are form. Again, cutting that away, straight to Gulshan Shah.
Thought about the second, but just decided against it. And maybe Lamachani will bowl the next, and that could be a chance to, again, get through some more. Monty Desaidu in his usual water carrier role. Very humble head coach. There's not many who like lapping in. I think it's to get his steps up as much as anything. Keep active. This one's hit away. Powdle will do the fielding. Should be a couple.
Yes, this was again bowled short and wide by Karan KC. There's another overthrow. Almost hit the wicket, and that's out. What a funny way to get out.
Well, dear oh dear. There was always 2 there. There was never an overthrow, and Asif Sheikh couldn't believe his luck. All he had to do was whip the bails off. It was chipped over Powdle at mid-off. Maybe just that crowd, the occasion, all getting the better of Malaysia here. Okay, the throw came in and it didn't go straight to the player backing up who fumbled it, but it did go to Gulshan Shah, who was so swiftly thinking. That's outstanding work from Shah. He didn't switch off for a moment, and that wicket belongs to him. brilliant from the youngster. It sees the back. The Lionel Afis, who will be run out for 3 because he scored 2 runs. It's 130 for 6.
यो हो रियल रियल फ्रुटबाट बनेको रियल जुसमा छ रियल न्युट्रिसन रियल टेस्ट र रियल ह्याप्पिनेस त्यसैले त रियल जुस रियल हो नि
Dabur Red Bay Fresh Gel is in town. Dabur Red Bay Fresh Gel. Be bay ready with 12 hours deep freshness.
Free. That 119 for 3 has somehow become 130 for 6. And it's been some pretty suicidal stuff, Paresh, self-harming stuff from Malaysia.
Yes, it has been. Malaysia just falling apart here after having a very good start, a flying start, a dream start against Nepal.
Could be another run out. Surely. No, says the umpire. Outstanding at backward point. Kushal Bertel says he wasn't in, was he? We're going to go upstairs. It's Jorda again. He's been everywhere. This could have been another run out. Dead-eyed with the throw. The off stump it was that was thrown down.
Malaysian batsmen being suicidal here. Just running for everything.
Well, the crowd has a huge role to play here. Don't know if we have the replay of this run out. It looked awfully close. Try to bring it to you after this ball. Karen KC gets ready to bowl his final delivery. Nicely picked into the leg side, picked away for 4. Amir Azim will keep fighting. What a topsy-turvy over. 1 wicket, could have been 2. And at the end of the 16th, it's 135 for 6.
रियल फ्रुटबाट बनेको रियल जुसमा छ रियल न्युट्रिसन रियल टेस्ट र रियल ह्याप्पिनेस त्यसैले त रियल जुस रियल हो नि
साधारण टुथपेस्ट युज गर्नुभयो भने टाढै रहनुहुनेछ रोज्नुहोस् क्लोज अप यसको एन्टी जर्म माउथ वाश फर्मुलाले दिन्छ 12 घण्टा 3 गुणा ताजा सास पाउनुहोस् अझ बढी ताजापन र सधैँ नजिक रहने कन्फिडेन्स
वर्षदेखि ग्राहकहरूको चाहनालाई सम्बोधन गर्दै निरन्तर अघि बढ्दै सिद्धार्थ ब्याङ्क सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई
That's umpire Rashid Riaz from Pakistan. 2 incredibly marginal decisions, and they got them both right. So I take my hat off to you both, gents. You deserve every bit of praise you'll get. 2 outstanding umpiring calls, both by the barest of margins. Lamachane now to return, and Paresh, every wrist spinner licks their lips bowling to the lower middle order. Can he find another wicket or 2?
Yes, Sandeep Lamachane has been the pick of the bowlers for Nepal. Just touch under 6 runs per over his economy rate. He's bowled well. The googly that he bowled to Virandeep Singh to get rid of him, LBW plumb in front. That was a magical delivery by him. A left-hander on strike. He'll probably bowl a googly here. Slips has been taken.
It was the googly out of the back of the hand, but Amir Azim expected it, gets it down the ground for 1. It's been a chaotic, it's been a crazy innings. All sorts been going on, but Malaysia, if they can just find something, particularly in the 3 overs that follow Lamachane's, maybe they can get up to defendable total. They have plenty of spin options themselves. As this one squirts off an inside edge for 1.
Yes, Lamachane has been the pick of the bowlers for Nepal. And if Malaysia can get around 160 to 170, they will be rather comfortable. They'll be happy. But the way they got a start, the brilliant start, a blinder, 12 runs per over. Getting the outside edge, into the gap, oh, lucky.
Bahara, the fielder. Vijay Uni the man who's with Azim. See, Malaysia are trying to find something in late order momentum. Nothing really coming out of the middle at the moment. Now it's a switch hit. Brilliantly played, but expertly fielded by Karen KC, who read that so well. He saw the shot was coming, so he started sprinting backwards. And Uni's robbed of a boundary. 3-run save by Karen KC.
That was brilliant by Karen KC. Look at him, dive in front of him. Look at the commitment of the fast bowler, a big fast bowler, muscular fast bowler. That shows the commitment of the fielder.
Beautiful googly. Mix up again. Run out chance again. Not out this time. Throw right over the top again. It's Sandeep Jora. He's been everywhere. A live wire in the field, taking up the Tiger, Dipender Singh Ari's role, who's absent with that injury. Gets us to the end of the 17th. I think it's another correct decision, as Azim definitely got home safely. The score, 140 for 6.
Body टिकाऊ, body coverage.
दिमाग लगाओ, Japanese technology वाला पेन चलाओ.
KNP Nerolac Healthy Home Paints from Japan.
The original taste, the original fun, one and only.
वर्लिङको फेस्टिभल अफर 24 जोडीले पाउनुहोस् दुबई घुम्ने मौका. स्यामसङ प्रोडक्ट्सहरुमा रु 15,500 सम्मको वर्लिङ लोयल्टी डिस्काउन्ट साथै बोटको वायरलेस एयरफोन मात्र रु 1699 मा.
Bahara to bowl the 18th. Another one that's been fumbled by Asif Sheikh. Very difficult with those cutters, isn't it, for the keeper to try and collect it on the sort of half volley, the second bounce.
This is good bowling by Avinash Bohra, bowling those cutters at the back end of the innings. This is third over. He's taken a wicket in the first over that he bowled, giving away 6 runs. The slower bounces that he bowls, those are effective. The Yorkers that he bowls at the back end of the innings. Bowled him! Avinash Bohra getting the inside edge. Azim has to depart for 8. That was clinical from Bohra.
Well, it's another T20I wicket for Avinash Bahara. It's real risk or reward stuff, bowling at the death in this format. And he tends to hold his nerve more often than not. Yeah, a little inside edge from Amir Azim. Not altogether too dissimilar. A cross-batted stroke to the one he got out with yesterday. The 22-year-old has been cleaned up, chopped on. Another one heads back to the hutch for Malaysia. 141 for 7.
The dad.
जाऊ बाइक निकाला त.
कहाँ जाने ड्याड?
ब्याङ्क जानु छ एउटा कामले.
ब्याङ्क? लाउन्स. यो फिजिकल होइन, डिजिटलको जमाना हो. यति कामको लागि त ब्याङ्क जानै पर्दैन नि.
20 वर्षदेखि ग्राहकहरूको चाहनालाई सम्बोधन गर्दै निरन्तर अघि बढ्दै सिद्धार्थ ब्याङ्क सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई.
Body टिकाऊ, body coverage.
दिमाग लगाओ, Japanese technology वाला पेन चलाओ.
Honey, दिमाग लगाओ, Japanese technology वाला पेंट चलाओ. KNP Nerolac Healthy Home Paints from Japan.
To the crease. He's there because of that dismissal. Bahara back to his best at the death.
Yes, we haven't seen those Yorkers, those lethal Yorkers that he bowls at the death overs, but we can see the variation that he bowls, the off-cutters, the leg cutters as well, the slower bouncers. He's been effective with those. I'll not be surprised if he bowls a Yorker here. Short ball.
Yeah, it's an important one to have in the armoury as someone who's known as a Yorker specialist, because obviously all of the batters will be setting up to expect that Yorker. So when the bouncer comes in, even if it's a slower ball bouncer, he's not express pace bar, he doesn't need to be. It can come as a surprise delivery then, and rather than being set ready on the back foot to pull or hook it away for 6, you instead just get a little bit surprised by it, and then add into the fact that he bowls that slower ball bouncer that kind of cuts off the wicket. It's hard to get your timing as a batsman. Another cutter. Pace coming off. I think that's the way to go on this pitch. And somehow Nepal are dragging this innings back. They're maybe coming back towards parity, if not in the ascendancy now.
Yes, a very good fight back by Nepal after a blind start by Malaysia. He hit it straight down the ground to long on. Kushal Purtel is there to clean that up. Yeah, talking about Avinash Bora, he has evolved as a fast bowler, as a death over specialist. He bowls that cutters, the off cutter, the leg cutter, and the slower bounces that he bowls are very effective later in the innings. And the Yorkers, the lethal Yorkers that he bowls. Again, a slower bouncer.
Yeah, great over from Bahara. A wicket and only 3 runs coming from it. Malaysia stuttering. 1-4-3 for 7.
रियल फ्रुटबाट बनेको रियल जुसमा छ रियल न्युट्रिसन, रियल टेस्ट र रियल ह्याप्पिनेस। त्यसैले त रियल जुस रियल हो नि।
विदेशबाट ई सेवा मनी ट्रान्सफर मार्फत ई सेवा वालेटमा पैसा पठाउँदा काठमाडौँमा घर जित्ने मौका पाउनुहुन्छ।
यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सिनुहोला। यति कार्पेटको शहंशाह।
म फरक छु किनकि म प्लास्टिकको प्रयोग कम गर्छु। अब तपाई पनि बन्ने हैन त फरक?
I think they just lost their way after having that blinder of a start, 143 for 7 in 18 overs. You think, Lenny, they lost their way?
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I think to a certain extent they're also the architects of their own downfall. I'm not saying Nepal haven't bowled well in phases, particularly in the latter half of the innings. Half an appeal, but look at all these run-outs and run-out opportunities that have been created. I think a little bit of panic has set in, potentially from a position that they've not been used to here at this ground. They've generally had some quite heavy defeats playing at the TU. And I have to give all the credit, so much of it, to the 12th player of Nepal, the fans. They could almost sense that Nepal were in trouble. And as a consequence, even dot balls at one stage were being given raucous cheers. Malaysia, they've seen the big red button. And they've panicked. And even with moments like that, a boundary, they've come through fortune. They will get 4. They still have a chance, though, to take in the momentum, get up to 165 and put it up to Nepal.
Yes, this is the outside edge. The keeper had no chance. The ball flying off the edge down to the third man for a boundary. A much-needed boundary for Malaysia after they lost their way, courtesy of a run-out, a good bowling in phases by Nepal. Good fielding as well.
Slapped out towards that very wide third man who's posted out in the rope. There's also then that kind of fly slip position right in the edge of the 30-yard circle where Avinash Bahara is coming ever finer. They expect that's where some of the balls could go from the lower order Malaysia. KC, where's he looking to bowl here? Is he trying to hit the wide block hole? He's just missing it?
No, actually, I don't think he's trying that. He's trying to bowl short ball outside the off stump. Why don't he use a... Oh, that was hit way outside into the crowd by Idris. A maximum.
Paresh, I don't understand the plan. That's a length delivery in the slot. Sarizul Idris is just pongoed it out of the ground, rightly so. I was just asking you what the plan was and we couldn't work it out. Just where any lower order hitter would love it. Nice hitting length up into the most packed part of this beautiful cricket ground. And a bit of late momentum. The 150s come up. Good for Malaysia. Better. There's a plan this time. He goes to the Yorker. Leg by will be scampered.
Yeah, I think Karan Casey had no plan before this ball. That is why he bowled the length ball. That was hit for a 6. Either he should have gone for the slower bounces, the cutters, or the Yorkers. It was just a length ball, pace on delivery. Like I said, pace on delivery is not the way to go in this track.
Hit into the offside. single. It could be a second, but they won't take on the throw. There's been so many run-out opportunities. Gets us to the end of the 19th. Just one over remains. 156 for 7.
Dabur Red Bayfresh Gel is in town.
Bayfresh, be ready with Bayfresh. Be ready with Bayfresh, be ready with
Dabur Red Bayfresh Gel. Be ready with 12 hours deep freshness.
Be ready with Bayfresh.
साधारण टुथपेस्ट युज गर्नुभयो भने टाढै रहनुहुनेछ। रोज्नुहोस् क्लोजअप। यसको एन्टी जर्म माउथवाश फर्मुलाले दिन्छ 12 घण्टा 3 गुणा ताजा सास। पाउनुहोस् अझ बढी ताजापन र सधैँ नजिक रहने कन्फिडेन्स।
वर्षदेखि ग्राहकहरूको चाहनालाई सम्बोधन गर्दै निरन्तर अघि बढ्दै सिद्धार्थ ब्याङ्क सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई।
Well, 90 minutes into the innings, we just wondered, would there be a fine for Nepal being forced to bring a fifth fielder inside the circle? Doesn't appear as though it's the case. It was yesterday. They were very slow through their overs yesterday, which is rare for Nepal. But stripped of Dipender Singh Airi and operating with the four-seamers, it happened yesterday, but not today. 1 over left, Malaysia, 156 for 7. Avinash Bahar to bowl the final over. This is hit down towards long on, where Kushal Bertel does the fielding. Just be a single. Can Malaysia somehow get to 170? That would be a real challenge for Nepal to try and chase.
Yeah, if they reach 160, 165, that will be a challenge for Nepal, because they haven't chased more than 150 recently. They batted first. They have only chased one around 145.
This goes a long way up. It will take some catching. Bertel calls the fielders off. And he's held on. Oh, that's excellent. That was not easy at all for Kushal Bertel. And the thing that has made that catch is the ground he made as soon as it went into the air. Even though he lost his footing at the end, he's done enough to hold on. And Bahar has got another.
Yes, the ball was way up in the air for a long, long time. Kushal Bertel coming under it, just slips there, but nicely taken. He kept the eyes on the ball. That is why he was able to take the catch. A very smart catch, a brilliant catch, I must say. He slipped right at the end, but takes it very comfortably. Vijay Unni Idris has to depart for 7. Malaysia, 157 for 8.
Taste, the original fun, one and only.
विदेशबाट ई सेवा मनी ट्रान्सफर मार्फत ई सेवा वालेटमा पैसा पठाउँदा काठमाडौँमा घर जित्ने मौका पाउनुहुन्छ।
यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सिनु होला। यति कार्पेट, कार्पेटको शहंशाह।
म फरक छु किनकि म प्लास्टिकको प्रयोग कम गर्छु। अब तपाई पनि भन्ने हैन त फरक?
It's commitment from Bertel. He made 25 yards, maybe 30 yards, called off the deep mid-wicket fielder immediately. And then, despite the slip, despite losing his feet, managed to hold on to the catch. Outstanding effort in the deep at long on. And little moments like that, they can matter. If Bahara could close out these 4 balls without a boundary, Nepal will be chasing less than 165. And given where this innings has been at throughout large portions of it, they'll be pretty pleased with that. Big appeal from Bahara. Wait for the signal. Was there 2 noises? No, given his leg buys.
Yeah, it was clearly struck him outside the line of off stump. That is not out. Very optimistic appeal by Avinash Bora. Leg bye taken by these 2 batsmen. A good delivery by Avinash Bora, a Yorker length. This is where he's very good at the back end of the innings. He bowls that Yorkers, that slower bounces as well, the off-cutters.
Picked up into the leg side, but with no real timing. They're going to think of a second, but I think Vijay Unni says, I'm not going to get back there, Fitri Shams, so happy with just the single. This innings promised so much for Malaysia. I do give credit to Nepal's fielders in particular. Some of their bowling efforts have been good too, but particularly Lamachane's. But Malaysia, they've just imploded a bit this innings. 180 plus was there for the taking.
Yes, it was the way they started off, 12 runs per over in the power play.
Big hit, and that's more like it. That'll give them some momentum coming in. He's picked that short ball up beautifully for a number 10 batter, and Fitri Sham gets it over the rope for a maximum. Malaysia keep fighting.
Yeah, 165 on the cards now. This was a slower off-cutter that Avinash Bora bowled. Picked it nicely by Fitri Sham. Down to square leg for a huge 6. Nicely picked up shot.
A really impressive stroke of some quality too. Bahara's just got one ball left. It's always risk or reward. It's always hero or villain at the death. 6s and wickets aplenty. And it's a wicket to strike back, and Bahara roars, as do the crowd. One of the stumps knocked out of the ground. It was full. It was fearsome. And Bahara's got 4 for. And it's just dragged Malaysia back. They'll finish with 165 for 9.
Yeah, that was a brilliant delivery by Bohra. A perfect yorker to get the stumps out of the ground. Malaysia finishing up at 165 for 9 in 20 overs. It will be a challenge for Nepal to reach that target because it's not going to be easy. Malaysia have the spinners to bowl. They don't have the medium paces, and they know pace on delivery is not the trick. Pace off will be the trick for them. It'll be a good run chase, a good match to watch.
Yeah, really good fight back. It was the leg stump that was castled out. Cham had walked across his stumps trying to access that shorter side, but it was right in the block hole and right on the money from Avinash Bahara. So it's been a really entertaining first innings. Let's look at some of the best of the batting highlights. As Malaysia, well, they made merry early in particular.
It all started with the openers, Aziz and Zubaidi. They were 61 for 1 in 6 overs. A good start for the innings. A flying start. After that, they just fell apart. You can see the force hit by all the batsmen. The pick of the batsman was Shahid Aziz of 68 of 49 with 8 4s and 2 6s, whereas Zubaidi 24 of 16 with 3 4s. Apart from that, none of the batsmen scored 20 runs, even 15 runs. It was Shahid Aziz who smashed the bowlers all around the park. And you can see that Shahid Aziz batting that Rohit Podel over went for a plenty. This is what Shahid Aziz was all about. And then came in Muniandi and Vijay Unni as well.
You're real ho.
यो हो रियल रियल फ्रुटबाट बनेको रियल जुसमा छ रियल न्युट्रिसन, रियल टेस्ट र रियल ह्याप्पिनेस। त्यसैले त रियल जुस रियल हो नि।
दादा बाहिर भाइरस छ।
नडराउ, मात्र पम्प रब छु गर्दियो भाइरसलाई।
पम्प रब छु
हो लाइफबोय ह्यान्ड वाशले मार्छ 99.9% भाइरसेस। त्यसैले पम्प रब छु संसारकै नम्बर 1 सेलिङ जर्म प्रोटेक्सन सोप ब्रान्ड।
हजुर ड्याड जाऊ बाइक निकाल त।
कहाँ जाने ड्याड?
ब्याङ्क जानु छ एउटा कामले।
ब्याङ्क लाउन्स यो फिजिकल होइन डिजिटलको जमाना हो। यति कामको लागि त ब्याङ्क जानै पर्दैन नि।
20 वर्षदेखि ग्राहकहरूको चाहनालाई सम्बोधन गर्दै निरन्तर अघि बढ्दै सिद्धार्थ ब्याङ्क सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई।
बढी टिकाउ, बढी कभरेज,
दिमाग लगाओ जापानीज टेक्नोलोजी वाला पेंट चलाओ।
हो नि दिमाग लगाओ जापानीज टेक्नोलोजी वाला पेंट चलाओ। केएनपी नेरोलैक हेल्दी होम पेंट्स फ्रॉम जापान।
Original taste, the original fun, one and only.
वर्ल्डलिङको फेस्टिभ अफर 3 वा 12 महिनाको इन्टरनेट पेमेन्ट गरी रु 3279 को बोट एडोप 170 वायरलेस इयरफोन मात्र रु 1679 मा आजै अफरको फाइदा लिनुहोस्।
विदेशबाट ई सेवा मनी ट्रान्सफर मार्फत ई सेवा वालेटमा पैसा पठाउँदा काठमाडौँमा घर जित्ने मौका पाउनुहुन्छ। नपत्याए
यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सिनुहोला। यति कार्पेट, कार्पेटको शहंशाह।
म फरक मान्छे, म चिया प्लास्टिकको कपमा कहिल्यै पिन्दिन। म फरक छु किनकि प्लास्टिकको प्रयोग कम गर्छु।
नेपाल सरकारले 40 माइक्रोन भन्दा पातलो प्लास्टिकको झोला उत्पादन, आयात, बिक्री वितरण र प्रयोग पूर्ण रूपमा रोक लगाएको छ। स्वास्थ्य र वातावरणका लागि हानिकारक हुने भएकोले सबै खाली प्लास्टिक प्रदूषण न्यूनीकरण गरौँ।
अब तपाईँ पनि बन्ने होइन त फरक।
विश्व बैंक प्रो ब्लू संघको सहकारीमा नेपाल सरकार, वन तथा वातावरण मन्त्रालय, वातावरण विभाग, बबरमहल, काठमाडौँ।
काम, धुलो र पोल्युसनले तपाईको पहिचानलाई नै फिक्का बनाइदिन्छ। फेयर एन्ड ह्यान्डसम यसले गर्छ डार्क स्पट कम र दिन्छ लामो समय निखार। फेयर एन्ड ह्यान्डसम अब दुनियाँले चिनेछ तपाईलाई। फेयर एन्ड ह्यान्डसम अब फेस वासमा पनि उपलब्ध छ।
रियल फ्रुटबाट बनेको रियल जुसमा छ रियल न्युट्रिसन, रियल टेस्ट र रियल ह्याप्पिनेस। त्यसैले त रियल जुस रियल हो नि।
दादा बाहिर भाइरस छ।
नडराउ, मात्र पम्प रब छु गर्दियो भाइरसलाई।
पम्प रब छु
हो, लाइफ बोय ह्यान्ड वाशले मार्छ 99.9% भाइरसेस। त्यसैले पम्प रब छु संसारकै नम्बर 1 सेलिङ जर्म प्रोटेक्सन सोप ब्रान्ड।
ड्याड
जाऊ बाइक निकाल त।
कहाँ जाने ड्याड?
ब्याङ्क जानु छ एउटा कामले।
ब्याङ्क लाउन्स यो फिजिकल होइन डिजिटलको जमाना हो। यति कामको लागि त ब्याङ्क जानै पर्दैन नि।
20 वर्षदेखि ग्राहकहरूको चाहनालाई सम्बोधन गर्दै निरन्तर अघि बढ्दै सिद्धार्थ ब्याङ्क, सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई। यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सिनुहोला। यति कार्पेट, कार्पेटको शहंशाह।
बडी टिकाउ, बडी कभरेज।
दिमाग लगाओ, जापानीज टेक्नोलोजी वाला पेन चलाओ।
अनि दिमाग लगाओ, जापानीज टेक्नोलोजी वाला पेंट चलाओ। केएनपी नेरोलैक हेल्दी होम पेंट्स फ्रॉम जापान।
वर्ल्डलिङको फेस्टिभ अफरमा दुबई घुमौ रमेर। अब वर्ल्डलिङबाट 24 भाग्यशाली जोडीले जित्न सक्नुहुनेछ दुबई घुम्ने मौका। आजै अफरको फाइदा लिनुहोस्। छिटो भनेकै वर्ल्डलिङ।
विदेशबाट ई सेवा मनी ट्रान्सफर मार्फत ई सेवा वालेटमा पैसा पठाउँदा काठमाडौँमा घर जित्ने मौका पाउनुहुन्छ। नपत्याए
यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सिनुहोला। यति कार्पेट, कार्पेटको शहंशाह।
हाम्रो मनमा वाइ वाइ, हाम्रो मनमा वाइ वाइ, तिम्रो मेरो हाम्रो सबको मनमा छ वाइ।
मेचीदेखि महाकालीसम्म वाइ वाइ छ हामी सबैको मनमा।
म फरक मान्छे, प्लास्टिकको खोलहरू डस्टबिनमै फाल्छु। म फरक छु किनकि म प्लास्टिकको प्रयोग कम गर्छु।
नेपाल सरकारले 40 माइक्रोन भन्दा पातलो प्लास्टिकको झोला उत्पादन, आयात, बिक्री वितरण र प्रयोग पूर्ण रूपमा रोक लगाएको छ। स्वास्थ्य र वातावरणका लागि हानिकारक हुने भएकोले सबै खाली प्लास्टिक प्रदूषण न्यूनीकरण गरौँ।
अब तपाईँ पनि बन्ने होइन त फरक।
विश्व बैंक प्रो ब्लू संघको सहकारीमा नेपाल सरकार, वन तथा वातावरण मन्त्रालय, वातावरण विभाग, बबरमहल, काठमाडौँ।
Dabur Red Bay Fresh Gel is in town. Bay Fresh Gel. Be Bay ready with 12 hours deep freshness.
दादा बाहिर भाइरस छ।
नडराउ, मात्र पम्प रब छु गर्दियो भाइरसलाई।
पम्प रब छु
हो, लाइफ बोय ह्यान्ड वाशले मार्छ 99.9% भाइरसेस। त्यसैले पम्प रब छु संसारकै नम्बर 1 सेलिङ जर्म प्रोटेक्सन सोप ब्रान्ड।
ड्याड यो फिजिकल होइन डिजिटलको जमाना हो। यति कामको लागि त ब्याङ्क जानै पर्दैन नि
20 वर्षदेखि ग्राहकहरूको चाहनालाई सम्बोधन गर्दै निरन्तर अघि बढ्दै सिद्धार्थ ब्याङ्क सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई
वर्कआउट सँगै चाहिन्छ डाबर हनी जसले पूरा गर्छ हाम्रो फिटनेस रुटिन
डाबर हनीमा छ एन्टिअक्सिडेन्ट र मिनरल जसले तपाईको फिटनेस रुटिन कम्प्लिट गर्नको साथै तपाईलाई राख्छ सधैँ फिट र यङ
डाबर हनी स्टे फिट फिल यङ
Taste, the original fun, one and only.
वेलिङको फेस्टिभ अफर 24 जोडीले पाउनुहोस् दुबई घुम्ने मौका स्यामसङ प्रोडक्ट्सहरूमा रु 15,500 सम्मको वर्ल्ड लोयल्टी डिस्काउन्ट साथै बोटको वायरलेस एयरफोन मात्र रु 1699 मा
विदेशबाट ई सेवा मनी ट्रान्सफर मार्फत ई सेवा वालेटमा पैसा पठाउँदा काठमाडौँमा घर जित्ने मौका पाउनुहुन्छ नपत्याए
यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सिनुहोला यति कार्पेट कार्पेटको शहंशाह
वर्कआउट सँगै चाहिन्छ डाबर हनी जसले पूरा गर्छ हाम्रो फिटनेस रुटिन
डाबर हनीमा छ एन्टिअक्सिडेन्ट र मिनरल जसले तपाईको फिटनेस रुटिन कम्प्लिट गर्नको साथै तपाईलाई राख्छ सधैँ फिट र यङ
डाबर हनी स्टे फिट फिल यङ
दादा बाहिर भाइरस छ
नडराउ मात्र पम्प रब छु गर्दियो भाइरसलाई
पम्प रब छु
हो लाइफ बोय ह्यान्ड वाशले मार्छ 99.9% भाइरसेस त्यसैले पम्प रब छु संसारकै नम्बर 1 सेलिङ जर्म प्रोटेक्सन सोप ब्रान्ड
जो ड्याड
जाऊ बाइक निकाल त
कहाँ जाने ड्याड
ब्याङ्क जानु छ एउटा कामले
ब्याङ्क लाउन्स यो फिजिकल होइन डिजिटलको जमाना हो यति कामको लागि त ब्याङ्क जानै पर्दैन नि
20 वर्षदेखि ग्राहकहरूको चाहनालाई सम्बोधन गर्दै निरन्तर अघि बढ्दै सिद्धार्थ ब्याङ्क सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई
बढी टिकाउ बढी कभरेज
दिमाग लगाऊ जापानिज टेक्नोलोजी वाला पेंट चलाओ
हो नि दिमाग लगाओ जापानिज टेक्नोलोजी वाला पेंट चलाओ केएनपी नेरोलैक हेल्दी होम पेंट्स फ्रॉम जापान
Taste, the original fun, one and only.
वेलिङको फेस्टिभ अफर 3 वा 12 महिनाको इन्टरनेट पेमेन्टमा पाउनुहोस् स्यामसङका विभिन्न प्रडक्टहरूमा रु 15,500 सम्मको वर्ल्ड लोयल्टी डिस्काउन्ट आजै अफरको फाइदा लिनुहोस्
हाम्रो मनमा वाइ वाइ तिम्रो मेरो हाम्रो सबको मनमा छ वाइ
मेचीदेखि महाकालीसम्म वाइ वाइ छ हामी सबैको मनमा
यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सिनुहोला यति कार्पेट कार्पेटको शहंशाह
Dabur Red Bay Fresh Gel is in town. Dabur Red Bay Fresh Gel. Be Bay ready with 12 hours deep freshness.
Balling all the way around the world. I think we've got a real game in our hands, genuinely. Nepal might not be daunted by this chase, but runs on the board are still runs on the board, and it's a very good batting surface. I just have a feeling that if Malaysia can get their spinners into the game, and there's plenty of them. You see Powndeep Singh open the bowling with his left arm spin. Virendeep is in good form with the ball. I'd love to see Mohammad Amir Azim bowl some with his left arm spin too. Did just have confirmation from the Malaysian backroom team the reason that Haider, the left arm seamer, has missed out today is due to injury. So he hasn't been dropped on form. He bowled beautifully yesterday. But if they can just keep things tight initially, get net run rate, required run rate into play, we could have a real game in our hands. As Bertel, half a shuffle down the track. They don't have pace in their attack, particularly with Noah Mohammed Wafiq here. Not quite sure why he's missing. But they do have plenty of spin options. And if they can just get that required run rate into the game, get that 8.2, 8.3 and over, up to 9, 10, up to 11 per over, we have a real contest in our hands.
Yeah, we saw that in the first innings. Pace on delivery is not the way to go in this track. Good short ball. Saw Kushal Burdell coming down the track. Idris bowled it a bit short outside the off stump.
And a key part of this afternoon's clash, particularly the second innings, is how Malaysia manage the crowd, how they manage the occasion. You could comfortably call it maybe one of their biggest ever victories if they could pull off this win. They very nearly beat Bangladesh a couple of weeks back in the Asian Games. They're improving. Got a very settled squad, brilliantly coached by Bilal Assad. Picked up for six. Sparkling hook shot. It was dug in by Idris. He expected the shuffle down the track. I'm not sure he expected Bertel to shuffle him all the way over fine leg for 6 runs. What a way to get off the mark.
Kushal Burdell, look at him coming down the track, getting a step or two in front. Short ball bowled by Idris. Equally well dealt by Kushal Burdell. Look at that hook shot over fine leg for a 6. And mind you, among these two opening pairs, Kushal Burdell is one of the fiery one, a bit aggressive one.
Good diving stop. I think it's Powndeep Singh, isn't it? A short third who's gone to his weaker side and saved 3 runs. I was just talking about how to manage the crowd, and the way to manage the crowd is by not allowing boundaries to come in this power play in particular. Other ways the game could get away from you before it's even started in the second innings. So managing the crowd, silencing them, keeping them out of the game. The more that Malaysia can do that, the more chance they'll have to win this contest.
The way Kushal Burdell plays, that will give Asif Sheikh a bit of a breather there. Just rotate the strike to get himself in. This is a perfect opening pair for the last 1 year for Nepal in both the formats. Nicely driven. There's a fielder there, but I think they'll take 2 runs. Nepali batters, they're very quick in between the wickets. A good 2 runs for Asif Sheikh to open his account.
That particular part of the game, that exact delivery, is a prime example of where Nepal have outplayed other sides in recent times here at the TU and indeed overseas. They're so good between the wickets. I know you might think it's a very basic part of the game, but it's a huge part of the game. You turn 15 or 20 ones into 2s in a game, that's 15 or 20 runs you didn't have. That would have been a single in the first innings. But with Sheikh, immediately he turns it into a 2. Good batting.
Yeah, we always say that fielding and running between the wickets is in your hands. It is in your control. After 1, Nepal 10 for no loss.
रियल फ्रुटबाट बनेको रियल जुसमा छ रियल न्युट्रिसन, रियल टेस्ट र रियल ह्याप्पिनेस। त्यसैले त रियल जुस रियल हो नि।
हो, लाइफबोय ह्यान्ड वाशले मार्छ 99.9% भाइरसेस। त्यसैले पम्प, रब, छु। संसारकै नम्बर 1 सेलिङ जर्म प्रोटेक्सन सोप ब्रान्ड।
20 वर्षदेखि ग्राहकहरूको चाहनालाई सम्बोधन गर्दै निरन्तर अघि बढ्दै सिद्धार्थ ब्याङ्क, सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई।
10 from the first over. Good start for Nepal, driven by that maximum from Kushal Burdell. Powndeep Singh will perform this role that he performs so ably. Doesn't really try to turn the ball, he just tries to bowl controlled left arm darts, if you will. He'll generally angle them in, some will actually swing in with the arm ball. But you're not going to see many attempted to be turned. If he goes well, he'll bowl his 4 straight through. And if he does bowl those 4 straight through, that means he's in good control of his spell, and he might just start to apply some pressure to Nepal. What will Kushal Burdell's approach be here? Just 2 fielders allowed outside the circle. At the moment, they're both on the leg side, long on and deep mid-wicket in place.
If Kushal Burdell wants to go over the top, he should, in my opinion, he should give himself room, go on the offside over the top of extra cover or even mid-off. The ball is coming into you. You can just give yourself room and play that shot. If he wants to go after Powndeep Singh. If not, just play him around the corner to mid-wicket or long on and just play a single.
Gone for the sweep shot. And he's performed it and executed it beautifully. Look at how quickly he gets into position here. He's trying to hit it upwards over the man who's in the circle at square leg. And a flying start from Burdell, the Butwell boss. Gets a boundary.
Look at that. He goes outside the off stump and sweeps it behind square. This is a risk-free shot because the ball is not turning. The ball is coming into you. It's a very risk-free shot played by Kushal Bhutel.
Yeah, the clever thing about it as well, Paresh, is he's extended his front leg, his left leg, to get well outside the line, so he can get into that position with a very close to the pitch perspective. If he misses it, he's not going to be at LBW, or he shouldn't be, because he'll be outside the line. I just wondered, was he going to repeat the dose there, to be honest? And if he hits it, he can get 2 or he can get 4. The field has had a little bit of a shuffle. The slips come out. There's now 5 on the leg side, just 4 on the off. All 4 on the offside are up in the ring, although most of them, barring extra cover, are right on the edge of the 30-yard circle. Does try to repeat it. I think it's got him outside the line. Mix up. Oh, real mix up. And it could well have been a run out, as so often happens when an LBW appeal comes in. The batters forget to watch the ball.
Yeah, that was a pitch that was struck way outside the line of off stump. Look at Kushal Bhutel. What is he doing there? Comedy of errors here.
Well, Asif Sheikh has almost ended up running 2. We'll see if we can bring you the other replay, which will show you why this was given not out. I thought at first he got outside the line. Yeah, pretty clearly tell from even that reverse angle, it's got him outside the line. Powndeep Singh's convinced it's going to go on to hit the stumps. It may be, but he's playing a shot and the impact is outside the line, therefore it can't be out as per the LBW laws. So good decision again, spot on the money despite Singh's protestations in Malaysia's enthusiastic appeal. Great atmosphere here, really is building up nicely. Can't beat the cover fielder. He's really the only one on the offside saving a single.
Yes, there are only 4 fielders inside the circle in the offside. No boundary riders on the offside. There are 2 boundary riders on the leg side, 1 long on and 1 deep mid wicket. 5 and 4 field position, 5 on the leg side and 4 on the offside.
Nice punch down the ground by Bertel. The approach to this chase, you need 8.2, 8.3 and over at the start. What would you like to be at the end of the power play, Paresh?
It's 2 overs gone, 16 for no loss. I'll come back to that after this.
Body tikao, body coverage.
दिमाग लगाओ जापानीज टेक्नोलोजी वाला पेन चलाओ
KNP Nerolac Healthy Home Paints from Japan.
The original taste, the original fun, one and only.
वर्लिङको फेस्टिभ अफरमा दुबई घुमौ रमेर। अब वर्लिङबाट 24 भाग्यशाली जोडीले जित्न सक्नुहुनेछ दुबई घुम्ने मौका। आजै अफरको फाइदा लिनुहोस्। छिटो भनेकै वर्लिङ।
Those wickets in hand, keep the inform. Bertel, who's back into form, Kushal Malla, Rohit Paudel. This has gone a long way up. Has he got enough of it? Bertel thinks he had. He's standing and admiring his work. Oh, yes, he has. All the way for 6. It went miles into the sky, but it just kept going. Bertel knows his bat, and he said that was the 6 from the moment it left it.
Yeah, got the height and the distance and the elevation as well. It went miles up in the air, like you said, Lenny, and crashed into the side screen. What a hit, what a strike by Kushal Bhutel. 2 sixes for him in that 12. The rest of the 6 balls are dot balls.
Well, what a strike. Went so high, you just felt it might have been a chance, but back to back, and that's even bigger. Shorter side of the ground, go and find yourselves a souvenir in the crowd. Bertel, he goes bang bang. 6s from the bat of the man from Butwell of the highest quality.
This is what happens if you ball seam-up deliveries, pace-on deliveries, you'll get hit out of the park. Look at this. Mighty blow by Kushal Bhutel into the grass banks, into the spectators. What a strike, 6-6.
Well, he's working the crowd up into a frenzy, isn't he, Kushal Bertel? Bang, bang, 6-6, sensational. Huge pressure. I said Malaysia needed to manage the crowd. They're doing the opposite right now. The crowd are reaching fever point. It's only the 3rd over of the chase. No maximum this time, as I think it was the leg cutter. Good response from Idris.
Yes, that was a good comeback ball after getting hit for 2 sixes. Like I always say, pace on delivery is not the way to go in this track. You should use your variation, off cutters, leg cutters, even slower bounces will do the trick for you as a bowler, as a bowling side.
The noise off that second six, echoed around this beautiful ground. Going to turn down the quick single. Sheikh has to get back quickly. Fleet of footwork from Mohammad Amir Azim, a backward point, beautiful fielding, very quick to the ball.
Yeah, Bhurtel doesn't have to do anything silly here. He has already got 12 runs in 3 balls. So if there's a ball to hit, just go for it. If not, just play the ball with soft hands, take a single, rotate the strike, get in Asif Sheikh into the act. These two complement each other very well. The aggression part is shown by Kushal Bhurtel, whereas Asif Sheikh just plays at a second fiddle. He just waits there, build up his innings.
Again, straight at Amir Azim. The crowd are almost in expectation from every delivery of something to cheer. That noise that second six made, we're a long way away. We're probably 70 meters away here on the first floor of the media building. And it just echoed as soon as it hit. It was so crisp, it was so pure. Reminded me of that Kushal Malla blow against Zimbabwe at the Cricket World Cup qualifier. You can certainly teach them how to hit sixes here in Nepal. This young side full of confidence and off to a positive start in the chase. We need about 8 and over. They're going a bit more than that at the moment. Fielder had just come up from deep backward square leg, dragged down, helped away for 4 more. 3 boundaries in the over, 16 off it, 32 for none.
Yeah, this was again outside the off stump, short ball. Kushal Bhurtel well in control of that shot. Rolled the wrist to get the ball down. Look at that. In front of square, pulled that for 4 runs. A big over for Nepal again.
I'm pretty sure that wasn't where the captain wanted that ball bowled. Deep square leg had just come up.
Dabur Red Bayfresh Gel is in town.
Bayfresh, Bayfresh, be ready with Bayfresh. Be ready with Bayfresh. Bayfresh, Bayfresh, be ready with Bayfresh. Be ready with Bayfresh. Bayfresh, Bayfresh, be ready with
Dabur Red Bayfresh Gel. Be ready with 12 hours deep freshness.
Be ready with Bayfresh.
विदेशबाट ई सेवा मनी ट्रान्सफर मार्फत ई सेवा वालेटमा पैसा पठाउँदा
Won't be guaranteed qualification yet, but with the net run rate advantage they're surely going to get if they chase that total down, they're pretty much into the semi-finals.
Yes, UAE, the way they bat, the way Mohammad Wasim bats, they're insured for qualification for the semi-finals.
It also sets the group up fascinatingly because Hong Kong are going to have to beat UAE almost certainly to be allowed a path into the semi-finals, unless we get Kuwait upsetting Bahrain. Then you could have 3 teams tied on 1 win each. Really interesting group, Group B. Group A, if Nepal win here, will be much more simple, much more cut and dry. All they'll be playing for on Thursday is the title of winning the group and access to the semi-final that would be played here, and the ability to play the second place of Group B. You could end up avoiding the UAE if you win this group.
Yes, you have to win this group to avoid UAE in the semi-finals. You have to win this game first. And then after, if you win this game, then win against Oman, then you'll finish up at the top of the table. Then you can play against the runner-up of Group B here in this ground.
And that could be anyone, being honest, Paresh. The group is wide open. Punched off the back foot and punched with real style and panache from Kushal Bhurtel. Oh, he is looking beautiful right now. It's not just power he has, it's poise too. He's into the 30s.
Yeah, look at that elegant shot, going to the back foot and just timing the ball to perfection into the gap to the offside. There's only 4 fielders inside the circle, no boundary riders on the offside. Look at that again. Classy shot by Kushal Bhurtel.
Well, there's a carnival atmosphere building up here, Paresh, isn't there? We see that local music band has come in again to add to the atmosphere. 4 bowled, 37 for none.
रियल फ्रुटबाट बनेको रियल जुसमा छ रियल न्युट्रिसन, रियल टेस्ट र रियल ह्याप्पिनेस। त्यसैले त रियल जुस रियल हो नि।
20 वर्षदेखि ग्राहकहरूको चाहनालाई सम्बोधन गर्दै निरन्तर अघि बढ्दै सिद्धार्थ ब्याङ्क, सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई।
हाम्रो मनमा वाइ वाइ, हाम्रो मनमा वाइ वाइ, तिम्रो मेरो हाम्रो सबको मनमा छ वाइ।
मेचीदेखि महाकालीसम्म वाइ वाइ छ हामी सबैको मनमा।
Yeah, lovely to see the Nepal flags flying as well. Such a gorgeous icon. Picturing those Himalayas that it's surrounded by. It's a perfect time of year to visit Nepal too. A huge amount of trekkers have come into the valley. Air's as clear as I've probably ever seen it over the last couple of weeks. As Fitri Sham is going to be the man called upon with his spin bowling. Gorgeous flag, isn't it? One of the only in the world not to follow the normal rectangular shape. And all the better for it.
Yeah, it's a unique flag in the world with 2 triangles in it.
It was one I actually always remember in school when we used to name all the flags and draw them. Oh dear. Well, that's a freebie really for Asif. Shake. Is it going to be given as a no ball? The umpires have a look at each other and they decide it was dipping. Just a single. But yeah, I think back to my school days, you had to name all the flags. I always remember being able to spot the Nepal one a long way away.
Yeah, it's a unique flag in the world. Anyone in the world can recognize the Nepali flag. That's a good hit. Over extra cover for 4 runs. Kushal Bhurtel is in big form here. That was played inside out, over extra cover for a boundary. Look at this again. Look at that bat speed by Kushal Bhurtel.
Kushal Bhurtel putting on a show here for a huge crowd. There's probably 8,000-9,000, maybe even a few more than that in the ground now. And yeah, it does indeed look as though Bhurtel is dominant. Tries to repeat the dose, repeatedly does. Oh, that's outstanding. Sensational, in fact, over mid-off this time, who's up in the circle. Huge pressure on Sham as Bhurtel again goes bang bang.
4 and a 6 for Kushal Bhurtel. Very quickly moves to 42. Look at the shot again. Right on the slot. Hit it over mid-off for a maximum.
Well, you've got to love the fact that form is temporary and class is permanent. It was less than a week ago. I'll somewhat tongue-in-cheek remind a few of the Nepal fans that they were calling for Bhurtel to be dropped. Since then, he's gone back-to-back 50s and he's smashed 42 off 20 balls here.
Yes, he's on the way to his 3rd consecutive 50s. He's done that before in 2021 in the Tri-Series between Malaysia and Netherlands.
Looks for the sweep shot, gets something on it. I'm not sure what it was. He actually lost his footing as well. I think it was the spikes that just didn't take grip. No appeal, interestingly, so they must have felt it was bat.
Yeah, he's been slipping all around. When he took a catch, he slipped, but was able to hold on to it. Now, while batting, also slipped. That shows how hard the wicket is.
It's the arm ball, well picked by Bhurtel. 12 runs come from Sham's first over. Nepal continue to hover around that 10 and over mark. It's 49 for none.
Body टिकाऊ, body coverage.
दिमाग लगाओ, Japanese technology वाला पेन चलाओ.
KNP Nerolac Healthy Home Paints from Japan.
The original taste, the original fun, one and only.
वर्लिङको फेस्टिभ अफर 3 वा 12 महिनाको इन्टरनेट पेमेन्टमा पाउनुहोस् स्यामसङका विभिन्न प्रडक्टहरूमा रु 15,500 सम्मको वर्लिङ लोयल्टी डिस्काउन्ट। आजै अफरको फाइदा लिनुहोस्।
Another look at that six from Kushal Bertel. Oh, that was a special shot. Not easy to go in that shape. Not going to be the 50 partnership yet. I'm just getting a few messages on social media, and indeed Nepal is not only one of the only countries in the world with a non-rectangular flag or non-square flag, it's the only country in the world. Makes it all the more unique. The shape symbolizes the country's mountainous terrain, all of those Himalayas. And it really is a beautiful one. Colors of victory in red and blue. Gone. Powandeep celebrates with jubilation, and rightly so. It's been the Kushal Bertel show for the first 5 overs of the power play, but Malaysia, they strike back and they get the big wicket that they needed so badly.
Yeah, it was a much needed breakthrough by Malaysia. Bertel coming down the track, trying to hit it over mid-off, but hitting straight to the fielder there. A good fight back by Malaysia, a good breakthrough. The aggressor has to depart for 43. Nepal 49 for 1.
Dabur Red Bay Fresh Gel is in town.
Bay Fresh, be ready with Bay Fresh. Be ready with Bay Fresh. Bay Fresh, be ready with Bay Fresh. Be ready with Bay Fresh. Bay Fresh, be ready with Bay
Dabur Red Bay Fresh Gel. Be Bay ready with 12 hours deep freshness.
Be ready with Bay Fresh.
दादा बाहिर भाइरस छ
नडराउ मात्र पम्प रब छु गर्दियो भाइरसलाई
पम्प रब छु
हो लाइफबोय ह्यान्ड वाशले मार्छ 99.9% भाइरसेस त्यसैले पम्प रब छु संसारकै नम्बर 1 सेलिङ जर्म प्रोटेक्सन सोप ब्रान्ड
Pick out the fielder at mid-off. I think it's Sharvin Muniandi who's taken not just a well-judged catch, but a critically important one, Paresh.
Yeah, it was an important wicket for Malaysia. Kushan Malla is the new batsman in at number 3. We can be here for the fireworks. If he gets going, he'll hit some big sixes.
This is a big call, isn't it? Instead of Rohit Paudel at 3, they're going to go with Malla. I thought Paudel batted nicely yesterday. I wonder, is it the fact that it's the 2 left-arm spinners in tandem right now that the reason why they've sent out the left-hander?
Yes, because of that, probably that is why the left-hander has been sent. But Pawandeep Singh doesn't turn the ball. He just anglings the ball away from the left-hander.
A wicket, no matter what state the game is in, always changes the context and the course of a match. It was all Nepal for that first 5 overs. A wicket and now 3 dots. Swinging things back Malaysia's way. Malla gets away with that one, to be honest. Nowhere near the pitch of the ball, but he's targeting the shorter side, and he has a moment of real fortune to get off the mark. He does get 4, and the 50 comes up.
Yeah, it was nowhere middle of the bat, but the ball raced to the boundary so quickly. Look at that. It's just Malla's sheer power that he possesses. Not even close to the middle of the bat, the inner half of the bat. The ball races towards the boundary. There is the fielder at deep mid-wicket.
Malla tries to go downtown. Long on is up in the circle, so it's going to go all the way. Outstanding, audacious ball striking from Malla. I don't think he's even got half of that, and it's still gone for 6. Closes out the power play. It's 59 for 1.
Yes, that was a very good strike. This was not even close to the middle of the bat. It was like a top edge. Like I said, the power that Malla possesses, it goes away to the boundary for 6 runs. It was a non-risk.
Real fruit बाट बनेको real juice मा छ real nutrition, real taste र real happiness. त्यसैले त real juice real हो नि.
विदेशबाट ई-सेवा मनी ट्रान्सफर मार्फत ई-सेवा वालेटमा पैसा पठाउँदा काठमाडौँमा घर जित्ने मौका पाउनुहुन्छ.
यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सिनु होला. यति कार्पेट कार्पेटको शहंशाह
म फरक छु किनकि म प्लास्टिकको प्रयोग कम गर्छु अब तपाई पनि भन्ने हैन त फरक
With great joy, Mala, well, his audaciousness, it knows no bounds, does it? He doesn't really matter about the situation to him. He just plays his natural game. 4 and 6 to get off the mark. As we're going to see a change in bowling, perhaps because of the left-handed Mala element, and Vijay Oni will come in and bowl some off-spin. Malaysia need to get away past Mala quickly.
Yes, they have to, and this is a good move by the captain of Singapore, bringing in off-spinner to the left-hander. But the way Mullah bats, he doesn't mind if it's a left-hand or a right-arm off-spinner. He just goes for it.
And we've seen him take on off-spinners plenty. He kind of plays the shot a bit more on length as opposed to line or which way it's spinning. If he gets it full enough, he'll try to hit him over long on. But the bowler knows that, so he's going to go very flat through the air. Down the leg side will be given as a wide.
Yes, like I said, 6 overs, 60 for 1, or no wicket. 1 wicket is down, Kushal Bhurtel is out, but well over the required rate, Nepal.
Speared in, Mala happy to work it away behind square. Good fielding though. We keep it to a single over to the shorter side. We have to make a new rule here in the commentary box. Paresh, whenever Kushal Mala comes in, I can't sit down, which is too exciting. You never know what's going to happen, do you? Action aplenty, almost guaranteed.
Yes, it is when Mullah is there. I don't know why they are appealing for. I don't think that has touched the bat.
Well, it was a big appeal, Paresh. I'm not sure whether the keeper, Syed Aziz, or the bowler were more convinced. Get a look at the replay. Oh! And was there something on that? Has Asif Sheikh had a big lifeline? It's so bright, actually, where we're set up. It's hard for us to tell, but you'll have seen it at home. Sheikh might have just had a moment of fortune there. The bowler and the keeper were convinced.
Yes, it looked like there was a deflection, but it's so bright here, we cannot see anything. The person matters is that in the center, the umpire.
It's about 3:30 p.m. local time. The sun tends to set around 5:30, so still plenty of time before that, but it comes across at this time of the year in particular very low over those Chobar Hills across to our right. It's just kind of streaming across the ground. You can see some of those shadows, how long they are, particularly with it only being 3:30 in the day. It makes our job at identifying things quite difficult, tough for the umpires too. The players have to hold their nerve as well. Good start from Vijay Oni, just 5 runs from it. 7 have been bowled, 64 for 1.
रियल फ्रुटबाट बनेको रियल जुसमा छ रियल न्युट्रिसन, रियल टेस्ट र रियल ह्याप्पिनेस। त्यसैले त रियल जुस रियल हो नि।
विदेशबाट ई सेवा मनी ट्रान्सफर मार्फत ई सेवा वालेटमा पैसा पठाउँदा काठमाडौँमा घर जित्ने मौका पाउनुहुन्छ।
यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सिनु होला। यति कार्पेट, कार्पेटको शहंशाह।
म फरक छु किनकि म प्लास्टिकको प्रयोग कम गर्छु अब तपाई पनि भन्ने हैन त फरक।
Right on cue, another cheer in the crowd. Great place to watch cricket. Stick it on that bucket list if you've never been here. If you're watching on from ICC TV, from another cricketing nation, come up and enjoy the tourism, the hospitality, and do it at the same time as a cricket series. You won't be disappointed that you did. And Paresh, I know all eyes on this game and on the journey towards World Cup qualification. You'd love to see Nepal host more events in years to come?
Yes, I definitely hope that Nepal will host more international matches here in this particular ground. And Moonpani as well, that was wide. Pawandeep Singh has been very good with the ball. He's the sole wicket taker of Kushal Bhurtel, apart from the other bowlers who have been torn apart by Kushal Bhurtel.
I think one of the reasons it's such a good host, it's not just the love of cricket and the massive crowds, but guess the city itself, it just lends itself to it. There's great hotels, amazing hospitality, the food I always talk about, my favourite, the momos. Enjoy a drink in the evening, a lot of the locals. They love cafe culture, they love coffee, they love music, hot lemon, ginger, honey. Just a great place to visit, it really is. I can't speak highly enough about Kathmandu and Nepal in general. And their cricket team are really starting to bring the eyes of the world to this great nation.
Yes, credit goes to these all kids who have been playing so well starting this year. The date we remember, 14th of February, Karan Casey getting 5 wickets against Namibia. We still remember the date. And 16th of March, the crowd. I still have deja vu.
Yeah, remember that day ever so well. Valentine's Day is a day that will always live in the minds of Nepal fans, but it really feels like this new generation, they're trying to write their own chapters. Casey loves that story, but he wants to get back to the world stage. He wants to get to World Cups with his young teammates. They've got a chance to do so here this week. They're going to have to play well to get there. It's by no means a foregone conclusion, despite their good form.
Yes, they will have to play well. They'll have to bat well today to chase this target. The aggressor Kushal Patel already back in the hutch. They need 97 more in 73 balls. The equation is not that difficult, but if they can save wickets at the end, they will definitely. What a big hit! What a strike by Kushal Malla, out of the park. What a big hit that is.
My, oh my, this young boy, well, he's quite something. How's he got that there for 6? It's clever batting because he's targeting the shorter boundary, but he's taking it all the way from miles outside his off stump to club it high, handsome, and all the way for 6. End of the 8th over. It's 81 for 1.
Body tikao, body coverage.
दिमाग लगाओ जापानिज टेक्नोलोजी वाला पेन चलाओ
KNP Nerolac Healthy Home Paints from Japan.
The original taste, the original fun, one and only.
वेलिङको फेस्टिभ अफर 3 वा 12 महिनाको इन्टरनेट पेमेन्ट गरी रु 3299 को बोट एडोप्स 170 वायरलेस इयरफोन मात्र रु 1699 मा आजै अफरको फाइदा लिनुहोस्.
I'm going to come back live with you now. Kushal Patel, as Sheikh is going to pick up a single. What is it that makes Kushal Malla so exciting?
Yes, just because of his calmness at the pitch and his bat swing, and he's striking the ball. He can hit sixes in any part of the ground, in any part of the world. Either it's Melbourne Cricket Ground or Sydney Cricket Ground or even Narendra Modi International Cricket Stadium. He can hit sixes at will. Saying that, he'll have to bat well to chase his target.
I think credit's got to go to Sheikh. He might have had that bit of fortune or that decision going his way, but he's recognised he's just got to rotate the strike. Get the other boys in.
Yeah, right and left hand combination, always difficult for the bowlers to adapt. That is why it's important for Asif Sheikh to rotate the strike, not go for big sixes. That Kushal Malla can do that. Just give the strike to Kushal Malla and let him bat.
And what Malla's done nicely for me in this innings is identify the balls to go after. Sometimes, I think particularly in that first 10 balls, he can be a bit guilty of just trying to hit every ball for 4 or 6, rather than gauging the pace of the wicket a little bit. Some of the gathered dignitaries up in the VIP section. Plenty of officials from the Cricket Association of Nepal. Plenty of local government attention too. We had a minister here yesterday. And I wonder, come Friday, what dignitaries and VIPs we're going to see stream in if Nepal can get to that semi-final.
Yes, that will be an awesome day if Nepal qualify for the semi-finals.
Maybe a dot ball to close out that over. 4 runs have come from it. 9 have been bowled. It's 79 for 1.
वर्कआउट सँगै चाहिन्छ डाबर हनी जसले पूरा गर्छ हाम्रो फिटनेस रुटिन
डाबर हनीमा छ एन्टिअक्सिडेन्ट र मिनरल जसले तपाईको फिटनेस रुटिन कम्प्लिट गर्नको साथै तपाईलाई राख्छ सधैँ फिट र यङ
डाबर हनी स्टे फिट फील यङ
विदेशबाट ई सेवा मनी ट्रान्सफर मार्फत ई सेवा वालेटमा पैसा पठाउँदा काठमाडौँमा घर जित्ने मौका पाउनुहुन्छ।
यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सिनुहोला। यति कार्पेट, कार्पेटको शहंशाह।
Malaysia seem absolutely determined to take a completely different approach to Nepal's, which is to bowl as much spin as they possibly can.
Yes, they have lots of spinners. Virandeep Singh, one of them, his brother has just finished his quota of overs.
Mala is going to enjoy these left-arm tweakers coming into him with the shorter boundary on his leg side. Just also want to take this opportunity to remind everyone, as you can see on your screens, it's so bright, and where the sun is now, it's actually piling in through our commentary box. We can see, well, close to nothing would be the best description. We'll try our best to keep you posted with what's happening. The sunglasses have to go on here. Incredible this time of year, how that low sun, it's kind of like a winter sun, isn't it? It just affects play, and even some of the fielders on the offside here, they're looking up towards the Chobar Hills. Hard for them to keep track of the ball. Affects both sides, no doubt, but it's painting the most beautiful picture as those shadows lengthen across the TU ground here. Sheikh seems to be content to just keep punching ones.
Yeah, that is what he should do. Just rotate the strike, give the left hand the strike for the left arm orthodox. Virandeep Singh, the left arm orthodox. Vijay Unni has done a terrific job, 2 overs, only given 9 runs.
I think Mala's going to go after Singh here. But Singh's clever enough to check it down and keep it to what might be a couple. Sheikh calls to Mala and says you should be able to get back. If Virandeep Singh gives anything flighted, it's only going to go one place. That's over long on.
Long on or into the practice pitches. Or maybe inside our room.
Well, we've got a window that's open today. Just stay standing on my feet, Paresh, just in case. Mala goes down towards that favoured long on region, and he goes huge. Oh, that's not coming back. That's an almighty strike from Kushal Mala. It wasn't even full, it was darted into the wicket. This youngster, he's still a teenager. He is simply sensational.
Yes, he has the record of fastest century in T20I. Look at that, it outside the off stump, short ball, pulled that away into deep mid-wicket for a 6. Another one. This is another big one.
Oh, words, they fail me just for a moment. Kushal, he is different level to anything you'll see here before or since in Nepal. His ball striking, the audaciousness, almost a swagger to him. He's thrown the kitchen sink at that. There's not a boundary in the world that wouldn't have gone over. Back-to-back 6s. I don't know how the ball's come back. Someone's thrown it from over the pavilion. Extraordinary stuff. And the crowd now chant in unison, Nepal, Nepal, Nepal. And they're on their feet because of a certain teenager. His name, it's Kushal Mala. Misses out this time, but it's another incredible over. 16 have come off it, 10 have been bowled, 95 for 1.
And let's not forget that Kushal Malla holds the record of fastest T20I century in 34 balls.
रियल फ्रुटबाट बनेको रियल जुसमा छ रियल न्युट्रिसन, रियल टेस्ट र रियल ह्याप्पिनेस। त्यसैले त रियल जुस रियल हो नि।
हो, लाइफबोय ह्यान्ड वाशले मार्छ 99.9% भाइरसेस। त्यसैले पम्प, रब, छु। संसारकै नम्बर 1 सेलिङ जर्म प्रोटेक्सन सोप ब्रान्ड।
20 वर्षदेखि ग्राहकहरूको चाहनालाई सम्बोधन गर्दै निरन्तर अघि बढ्दै सिद्धार्थ ब्याङ्क सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई।
Back-to-back 6s. Anything into that hitting arc. He just loves going over long on. And Sheikh is doing the job the crowd so adore because he's giving Kushal Malla the strike. 37 off 18 he has. Is he going to start to go after the off spinner now?
Yeah, Vijay Unni has done very good with the ball for Malaysia. He's given only 10 runs in 2.1 overs.
It's funny, it's actually been an innings of measured aggression. A shot like that's a good example. It's not in his hitting arc. He's happy to check it down for one. Looks like a nightmare to bowl to.
Yeah, he's improved his batting skills, Kushal Malla. And there was a point where he used to hit sixes and play dot balls. Now he's improved his batting as well.
Asif Sheikh wants to get in the act, and get in it he does. It's his first boundary, and it comes with a maximum. It's his clever, controlled hitting. The hundreds come up. The left hand, right hand combining to target the shorter side, and that goes straight into the Nepal massive, their favourite part of the crowd.
Yes, this was measured shot by Asif Sheikh. Just a cross off the stumps. Picked it up nicely, down to wide long on boundary for 6 runs. 103 for 1 in 10.3 overs.
Under edge, good diving stop. Very good work from Idris, who saved 2 runs there, no doubt. You've got to give credit to Malaysia. They're still fighting hard in what can only be described as a cauldron atmosphere out there.
Yes, they are fighting hard. They are throwing themselves around, diving, stopping the ball, saving 2 runs, saving 1 run for the team.
Picks it up, picks it into the leg side. Oh, this is sublime. Batting of the highest quality, not just from Malla, now from Sheikh too. His second maximum.
Yeah, second maximum of this over. I was praising Vijay Unni, the way he has bowled the 2 overs, but now his economy rate has been disrupted by Asif Sheikh. What a strike again. Coming across the stumps, slog sweeping the ball for a 6.
Cut away for 4. Oh, the crowd have been worked into a fervour by 2 youngsters, Kushal Malla and now Asif Sheikh. It's another monstrous over. 18 have come from it, in fact 20 have come from it. 11 bowled, 115 for 1.
Yes, this was played in the gap, diving effort by the fielder, but went in vain. Nicely waited for the ball, played it late, cut that ball behind square for a boundary. Asif Sheikh. A good partnership building between these 2 batsmen.
Body टिकाऊ, body coverage.
दिमाग लगाओ जापानिज टेक्नोलोजी वाला पेन चलाओ
KNP Nerolac Healthy Home Paints from Japan.
The original taste, the original fun, one and only.
वेलिङको फेस्टिभ अफरमा दुबई घुमौ रमेर। अब वेलिङबाट 24 भाग्यशाली जोडीले जित्न सक्नुहुनेछ दुबई घुम्ने मौका। आजै अफरको फाइदा लिनुहोस्। छिटो भनेकै वेलिङ।
Troubles, he couldn't find any form. He found himself left out of the team at great regularity, but as soon as Monty Desai has come in, he's given him confidence, and young Amir Azim's going to be tossed the ball. Lamb to the slaughter, perhaps. But well bowled. He's got a different trajectory. I can't believe we didn't see Amir Azim yesterday. Mala's going to take him on.
Yeah, this was very well bowled, giving that air and the ball dipping in front of the batsman's eyes.
Brave bowling too. You know what Mala's going to do. It's about a 60-yard boundary, maybe 57, 60-metre boundary to the leg side. We're across on the square today. He loves hitting to long on deep mid-wicket. The ball's turning into him. A good start. A mix-up. Oh, outstanding from Amir Azim. If that throw was over the top, Sheikh would have been gone. Sheikh never responded to the call of Malla. And the youngster's just trying to change things up. Great work from Amir Azim.
Yeah, you can see that very quick to the ball and threw it in one motion. If the ball was on top of the bails, I think Asif Sheikh would have struggled. And this is a very good batting by Kushal Malla. 2 dot balls, and he just placed the ball and took a single. That's very good batting.
Shades of Dipendra Singh Irie's run out of the GT20 in Canada there from Amir Azim, if he could have just affected it. Gone! Brilliant! An outstanding start from the young left arm spinner. He's deserved that wicket. He nearly got past Mala twice, then he nearly ran Sheikh out. I cannot understand why he wasn't given a bowl yesterday. That could have been the difference between Malaysia and Oman, but he's answered his captain's call, and Malaysia have their second.
Exceptional bowling by young Azim there. Return catch low to his front. Asif Sheikh has to depart. Exceptional bowling by Azim. Give that air. Nepal, they've lost the second wicket. Asif has to depart for 32. 116 for 2 Nepal.
The dad.
जाऊ बाइक निकाला त
कहाँ जाने ड्याड?
ब्याङ्क जानु छ एउटा कामले
ब्याङ्क लाउन्स यो फिजिकल होइन डिजिटलको जमाना हो यति कामको लागि त ब्याङ्क जानै पर्दैन नि
20 वर्षदेखि ग्राहकहरूको चाहनालाई सम्बोधन गर्दै निरन्तर अघि बढ्दै सिद्धार्थ ब्याङ्क सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई
बढी टिकाउ बढी कभरेज
दिमाग लगाओ जापानीज टेक्नोलोजी वाला पेन चलाओ
अनि दिमाग लगाओ जापानीज टेक्नोलोजी वाला पेंट चलाओ केएनपी Nerolac Healthy Home Paints from Japan.
Ease as well. We'll bring Rohit Paudel to the crease, Nepal's captain. Yeah, that second wicket, Paresh, was worth 67 runs from just 6 overs. Mala starts to light up, as he so often does. Paudel off the mark immediately. Can Amir Azim get out of this first over without damage from Mala? Or in a dream scenario, could he see the back of his fellow youngster?
Yeah, this has been an exceptional over by young Azim. Mala going out of the ground again. Huge into the practice nets.
Well, remarkable, absolutely remarkable. Closes out the 12th over with another maximum. Nepal 123 for 2. He's going to look at it. It was just a bit slower through the air. He had been flatter earlier in the over. And Mala says, thank you very much, straight over our match official's box over there. They were maybe taking cover for a moment. He can hit it to all parts. That one, as high and as handsome as any of them. The shorter side of the ground, yes, but another crisp strike. It's his 5th six, would you believe, in just 23 balls.
And that was a very good camera work there by our cameraman. Look at the ball. It's on to the practice nets, on top of the net. They're trying to get that ball. This time around, Kushal Malla waited for the ball, played it late. That is why he connected it well.
And there's people scurrying everywhere trying to find this ball. I'm not sure it's coming back. The crowd is at absolute fever pitch here. It really is quite something to take in and feel it in person. I'm going to call this new commentary position the Kushal Malla position. I cannot sit down. It excites me too much to watch him bat. The way in which
Double
he
Red
plays.
Bayfresh Gel is in town.
Be ready with Bayfresh. Be ready with Bayfresh. Bayfresh. Be ready with
Double Red Bayfresh Gel. Be ready with 12 hours deep freshness.
Be ready with Bayfresh.
विदेशबाट ई सेवा मनी ट्रान्सफर मार्फत ई सेवा वालेटमा पैसा पठाउँदा काठमाडौँमा घर जित्ने मौका पाउनुहुन्छ।
यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सिनुहोला। यति कार्पेट, कार्पेटको शहंशाह।
That is why he missed it. Very clever batting by Kushal Malla. Moves to 45 of 23. 43 more required of 48. Under 6 runs per over required.
Well run, Pavan. Good ball.
For Rohit Paudel, maybe a little bit like Asif Sheikh now. The job really is just to get a single, get Mala on to strike. The required run rate's almost irrelevant whilst he's there. His career strike rate in T20I cricket is over 180. He's scoring at higher than that today. That'll go up after today's innings if he keeps going. It's almost impossible to describe how hard it is to score consistently at that rate.
No run, Pavan.
You can have one-off innings, can't you? But to do it over and over again, like he's starting to do quite consistently, so exciting.
And talking about the captain Rohit Paudel, you never know when he's going to go for the big one. He has that capability of doing so out of nowhere. He just hits it over the top and hits it for the 6. Giving himself room, beating outside the off stump. This is clever bowling by Virendeep Singh. Bowling slow through the air. Good 3 dot balls to start off with.
That career strike rate in T20I cricket, of those who've scored more than 500 runs in their lifetime career in this format, which he now has, nobody, not Glenn Maxwell, not Surya Kumar Yadav, not Tim David, not Riley Rousseau, not Jimmy Neesham, not any of those big hitters that are up there with him have as high a strike rate in their career as Kushal Malla. 182, it's the highest in the game. And that shows how exciting he is.
And do you know any... I'll talk to that after this ball. That's a wide ball by Virendeep Singh, trying to bowl wide outside the off stump. And in 2023, the maximum number of sixes in international cricket, that includes ODI cricket as well, T20I. Do you know the top 3?
Well, I think a certain young Kushal Malla is going to be up there, is he? Glenn Maxwell, surely?
The first one is Mohammad Wasim.
Oh, well, he's a big hitter, isn't he?
The second is Rohit Sharma. And the third is Kushal Malla.
Well, the way Malla's going here, 5 more to his tally today. Could be catching those 2 boys up.
No run!
No, the immediate shout from Rohit Paudel. 13 bowled. Good over from Virendeep Singh. It's 1-2-6 for 2.
रियल फ्रुटबाट बनेको रियल जुसमा छ रियल न्युट्रिसन, रियल टेस्ट र रियल ह्याप्पिनेस। त्यसैले त रियल जुस रियल हो नि।
साधारण टुथपेस्ट युज गर्नुभयो भने टाढै रहनुहुनेछ। रोज्नुहोस् क्लोज अप। यसको एन्टी जर्म माउथ वाश फर्मुलाले दिन्छ 12 घण्टा 3 गुणा ताजा सास।
पाउनुहोस् अझ बढी ताजापन र सधैँ नजिक रहने कन्फिडेन्स।
हाम्रो मनमा वाइ वाइ, हाम्रो मनमा वाइ वाइ, तिम्रो मेरो हाम्रो सबको मनमा छ वाइ।
मेचीदेखि महाकालीसम्म वाइ वाइ छ हामी सबैको मनमा।
We've got a rest day tomorrow, be badly needed by all involved. Amir Azim to continue, Malon 46. And he smashes it all the way! It's going to be 50 for young Kushal Malla. He's as good as they come. It's come from 25 deliveries, Paresh. 6 sixes. We've been treated to audaciousness of the highest quality. And a reminder, he's 19 years of age. They don't come any more exciting or more dynamic than young Kushal Malla.
This is good batting by Kushal Malla. The first ball he hits it for a 6 and then just punches that to extra cover. He has developed his single, almost getting a leading edge and return catch to Amir Aziz.
Well, I loved Amir Azim's attempt. He said, I've got to fly through the air like Michael Jordan to get this. I'm going to try. And that was the moment. A third T20I 50. He's got the T20I 100 to go with it, of course. And quite remarkable what we're seeing from the youngster. Ball striking quality, just ridiculous. It's his 46th T20I 6 that he's hit. Sky is the limit for this young Kushal Malla. Where's he going to go with his career?
He has a very bright future. Nicely cut away by... that's gone. Rohit Paudel has to depart. That's clever bowling by young Azim. Even though he was hit for a 6 on the first ball, he then never gave up.
Well, hasn't he deserved it? He really has, Amir Azim. I think he's bowled so wonderfully. A special young talent himself, still in his early 20s. It's a good catch. I think it might be Powndeep Singh, is it? Out at deep extra cover. It could be Vijay Uni, actually. Apologies. Vijay Uni it is that takes that catch. It's so bright, it's impossible for us to identify the players. Paudel got a good piece of it, tried to target the shorter side, but he couldn't get it over the head of the man at deep extra cover. It's 133 for 3.
original taste, the original fun, one and only.
विदेशबाट ई सेवा मनी ट्रान्सफर मार्फत ई सेवा वालेटमा पैसा पठाउँदा काठमाडौँमा घर जित्ने मौका पाउनुहुन्छ।
यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सिनुहोला। यति कार्पेट, कार्पेटको शहंशाह।
म फरक छु किनकि म प्लास्टिकको प्रयोग कम गर्छु। अब तपाई पनि भन्ने हैन त फरक?
Yes, he's done very well in the field, and he's shown his glimpses in the Asian Games against India. The way he can bat, the way he can hit big sixes. He scored 28 or 29 runs against India in the quarterfinals in the Asian Games. He has that capability, he has that potential to hit big sixes. It's just very nicely done. Opens his account on the fast ball.
There'll be a single to close out Amir Azim's second. He's bowled really nicely. 134 for 3.
Body टिकाऊ, body coverage.
दिमाग लगाओ, Japanese technology वाला पेन चलाओ.
KNP Nerolac Healthy Home Paints from Japan.
The original taste, the original fun, one and only.
Whirlingको फेस्टिभ अफरमा दुबई घुमौ रमेर। अब whirlingबाट 24 भाग्यशाली जोडीले जित्न सक्नुहुनेछ दुबई घुम्ने मौका। आजै अफरको फाइदा लिनुहोस्। छिटो भनेकै whirling।
Mulpani. And it means, I would imagine, certainly if that's going to be the case, both Nepal and Oman will be desperate to avoid a red-hot UAE side.
Yes, they will be desperate, and if Nepal win today, Nepal will surely want to win the last league match against Oman to finish at the top of the table and avoid playing UAE in the semi-finals.
Yeah, and one thing it means, for now, for Nepal, all that really matters is victory. Doesn't matter how long they take to get these 32 runs, although I know the fans will want it to happen with a flurry of Kushal Malla maximums. But net run rate won't be a factor in any way, shape or form in this group if Nepal win. But Jora seems to not be paying any attention to that. He wants to get in the act as well. A little bit over pitched by Virendeep Singh and hit away very healthily by Jora. Nice way to get his first boundary.
Yeah, this is very well hit, inside out, over extra cover. Look at the bat speed again from Zora. The ball went to the boundary like a tracer bullet. Nicely hit. Look at the follow through as well. Opens his face to get the gap, to get over extra cover fielder. 5 of 3. Look at Kushal Malla, 53 of 27. Just 26 more required for victory for Nepal. 28 rather.
We do love hearing from you on social media. A warm namaste to everyone all around Nepal. And Dandavad for tuning in. You've got to love this one from Paul Radley. If you don't follow Paul, get over and give him a follow. He's no better man involved in Twitter. He says, more or less over here. And he's attached a photo of a policeman there at the Mulpani ground, paying no attention whatsoever to UAE versus Kuwait, but watching the Kantapur live feed and enjoying cheering Nepal on. It doesn't matter who you are in Nepal. You want your national team to go well, and Malla! Oh!
Brilliant.
Extraordinary. I think it's Amir Azim again, is it? He's everywhere. And the crowd, they rise to the Malaysian. How good was that? 5 runs saved and nearly, maybe, the greatest catch in history.
Yes, that was amazing by Amir Azim. Look at him. Look at him fly like a Superman and just pluck the ball out of 3 in air. Look at that. Incredible. Incredible.
Oh, he was like Air Jordan there, wasn't he?
No run, Faiz,
And did you see Kushal Malla? He's even waved down to Amir Azim, and almost sheepishly the young Malaysian, who's such a good athlete, he smiled up at the fans. How special was that? They were cheering a 6 being prevented.
Yes, that was. That shows the sportsmanship spirit by the spectators as well. Look at this. Look at with one hand and threw the ball in thin air. That is spectacular.
Well, we missed a ball live. I'm happy to miss a ball live to see that again. 15 have been bowled. It's all happening again at the TU. It's 142 for 3. Let's get one more look at this. This, oh, so special. Like, we cannot get across with the reverse hand going across his body how difficult that is. And every single one of the most packed part of the crowd stood up to applaud him. Brilliant. Simply outstanding.
वर्कआउट सँगै चाहिन्छ डाबर हनी जसले पुरा गर्छ हाम्रो फिटनेस रुटिन
डाबर हनीमा छ एन्टिअक्सिडेन्ट र मिनरल जसले तपाईको फिटनेस रुटिन कम्प्लिट गर्नको साथै तपाईलाई राख्छ सधैँ फिट र यङ
डाबर हनी स्टे फिट फील यङ
विदेशबाट ई सेवा मनी ट्रान्सफर मार्फत ई सेवा वालेटमा पैसा पठाउँदा काठमाडौँमा घर जित्ने मौका पाउनुहुन्छ।
यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सिनुहोला। यति कार्पेट, कार्पेटको शहंशाह।
Player in the history of T20I cricket. I'll explain the strike rate if you don't understand it in a moment, but we'll firstly take in this ball from the skipper, who's going to call himself into the attack. Ahmed Faiz bowling to Kushal Malla. Oh, Malla fancies a piece of that, but can't get all of it. We'll just get one. Your strike rate is dictated in batting by the number of runs you would score per 100 balls faced. So if you score 50 off 25, that's a strike rate of 200. Kushal Malla's career strike rate coming into today's game was 178. It's now over 180 thanks to his exploits here. 181.90 is the latest number I have, and that's higher than any other player to play the game. There's some big names up there with him. Surya Kumar Yadav, Sky, 172. See Tim David, well over 160 as well. But nobody hits it with the same. Picked up by Jura, player out there, but it's gone just to his left. Will be a couple. Malla wants the second, and he should get back, as will Jura. But nobody, isn't that remarkable? Nobody in T20I history, Paresh, scores quicker than young 19-year-old Kushal Malla of Nepal.
Yeah, that is incredible by Malla. The highest strike rate in the T20 International. Not even Glenn Maxwell, not even Surya Kumar Yadav.
You would think, I know it's against, some will say, a lesser quality of opposition, despite the competitiveness of associate cricket. You would think it's a matter of time before plenty of franchises come looking. One more look at this. Amir Azim, well, Air Jordan, eat your heart out. That's the best boundary stop, 5 runs save that I've ever seen live.
Me neither, Lenny, me neither. Nicely bowled, and Kushal Malla just defended it. Forward defensive shot played by him. The required rate is not a problem. Only 20 required of 26 now.
Well, he's the master of this coliseum, this auditorium that it is at the TU right now. Kushal Malla just playing with consummate ease. Look at the ball striking. A skip down the track. And being honest, I don't think Malaysia's captain can believe it. Just a check drive, 4 all the way.
Yes, it was not hit at all. It's just a check drive, like you said, Lenny, and the ball racing towards the long on boundary for 4. Power hitting shown by Kushal Malla earlier. Now, timing shown by him.
One ball left for Ahmed Faiz. Malla says thank you very much indeed. 6 more. Oh, it's the Kushal Malla show. Majestic, magnificent, whatever adjective you want. It's Kushal Malla and Nepal about to make it 2 from 2. 156 for 3.
Yes, this was down the leg side. Kushal Malla helped it away down to long leg region for another 6. It's his 7th 6 of the innings. Look at this again. It was not that quick. A slow through the air, a little bit short on the leg side. Helped it away down the long leg region for 6.
Oh, it's party time in Kathmandu. Maybe the middle of the week. It's not barely the start of the week. It's a Tuesday afternoon. I think the cafes in and around Lalitpur, which is just across the river from here, in Kirtipur and downtown in Tamil tonight, they're going to be doing a roaring trade, because this Nepal side, oh, they get better and better. So exciting to watch. Fans have had a field day here. Beautiful scenes created. If you haven't been able to come today, make sure you're here Thursday morning or what's almost certain now to be Friday mid-morning. Change of ends for Amir Azim.
Catch it, no run. Good boy.
Lovely bowler to watch, this youngster. Quick shout out Paresh Shardvasakar, our former commentary colleague, general commentary colleague, not with us this week, was with us last week. He's over with the press. He's doing a few columns, I think, for one of the...
Catch it! Ayyo.
Just shy of Amir Azim. He's working with the media this week. Had a quick visit at the halfway stage. He said, Lenny, there's only one man who's going to score in this second innings, Kushal Malla. He knows his cricket, Shardvasakar.
Yes, he knows, and he is the one who picked Kushal Malla in the talent hunt before the franchise league. Kushal Malla started off playing franchise league as a talent hunt in Sharad Viswakar's team.
You're spot on. That's a really good point, actually. It shows for me, much like the way Sandeep Lamachani was discovered almost somewhat by chance by the former head coach Pabudu Dasanayake. It shows to me the talent that must be out there across this country. I know it's something that Paris Kadka, the new secretary, the former captain, would love to try and harness. Not just the cricketers from here in Kathmandu, but all across the country, in Bhairawa, down in Pokhara, in Chitwan, out towards the far east, the far west of the country too. So much sporting talent, and when cricket is as popular as it is, gone. Not going to be the finish, the grandstand finish that Nepal's fans wanted. They wanted Malla to finish with two maximums, but Amir Azim, well, in amongst what may be a defeat, has bowled a marvellous spell. 3 for 17 he has. Great credit to him. 2 of the catches off his own bowling. A good one here too. Malla can't believe what he's done.
Yes, this is incredible bowling by Azim. The boundary saved by him, 5 runs saved by him, like Mike Jordan. And the way that he's bowled here, Malla goes for 65 of 34. Nepal, 157 for 4.
Our red Bayfresh gel is in town. Bayfresh gel. Be Bay ready with 12 hours deep freshness.
दादा बाहिर भाइरस छ
नडराउ मात्र पम्प रब छु गर्दियो भाइरसलाई
पम्प रब छु
हो लाइफबॉय ह्यान्ड वाशले मार्छ 99.9% भाइरसेस त्यसैले पम्प रब छु संसारकै नम्बर 1 सेलिङ जर्म प्रोटेक्सन सोप ब्रान्ड
Capability of clearing the fence. Just 9 runs required for Nepal for the victory.
Well played by Yadav. That'll just give him some confidence. Get him off the mark in this series. 17 have been bowled. Brilliant from Azim. 158 for 4.
रियल फ्रुटबाट बनेको रियल जुसमा छ रियल न्युट्रिसन, रियल टेस्ट र रियल ह्याप्पिनेस। त्यसैले त रियल जुस रियल हो नि।
साधारण टुथपेस्ट युज गर्नुभयो भने टाढै रहनुहुनेछ। रोज्नुहोस् क्लोज अप। यसको एन्टी जर्म माउथवाश फर्मुलाले दिन्छ 12 घण्टा 3 गुणा ताजा सास।
पाउनुहोस् अझ बढी ताजापन र सधैँ नजिक रहने कन्फिडेन्स। वर्षदेखि ग्राहकहरूको चाहनालाई सम्बोधन गर्दै निरन्तर अघि बढ्दै सिद्धार्थ ब्याङ्क सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई।
Stood up. You have to question. I did speak to Bilal Assad after the game yesterday about it. I said, why isn't Amir Azim bowled yesterday? He just simply said it wasn't his decision. It was the captain's decision on the pitch. He just said they had too many bowling options. But I don't make him the second or third choice spinner in this team. I make him the number 1 choice spinner. Pawandeep Singh does a job almost as a seamer up top. He'll bowl his 4 straight through. After that, it's Amir Azim. Every time he's given the opportunity, continues to impress for Malaysia. And I know it's going to be in a losing cause. I know Malaysia are going to be devastated to be knocked out, but they should take so much from his performance and indeed much of their batting performance. They've pushed Nepal here in a big way. I know Nepal are going to run out comfortable victors in the end, it looks like. But credit to Malaysia, they've been part of a brilliant occasion.
Yes, Azim, a very spectacular fielder and a very good bowler as well. If I was the captain, he would be my number 1 spinner.
Chip straight down the ground. It's a very clever, very safe and very effective shot. Won't quite get a boundary. As it is Zubaidi who does the fielding. Malaysia, great credit to them. They fought really hard, haven't they? Even in the midst of that blitzkrieg from Kushal Malla, they haven't given up.
They haven't given up. You can see that they're diving, saving the runs for the team.
This could be a chance. No, just out of the reach of the backward point fielder, and actually going to run away for 4. Raucous, almost ironic cheers as the scores. They're now tied.
Yes, that was Sundeep Zora. He tried to go over the extra cover, sliced the bat, went over the backward point fielder. Look at that. He wanted to go over extra cover. It went over the backward point fielder. Almost trying to get that. Even though only 5 runs are required, they are throwing themselves into the pitch. The Malaysian fielders, a good fight back by them.
Well, they'll have to wait for the winning moment and for the cheers that they want to give. They have been brilliant today, Nepal. They've been tested when they bowled. And despite that swing and a miss, they're going to have found a way to get there.
Yes, that was not necessary by Sundeep Zora. He can just drive the ball down to long off and take a single and just get it done. He doesn't need to go for a slog sweep.
Punch down the ground. It's going to be victory for Nepal. Listen to the roars in the background. 10,000 people rise around the TU. They stand in unison. And Nepal are officially 1 game away from returning to a T20 World Cup. Time to start to dream big, Nepal. Whatever happens on Thursday, they'll want to beat Oman. But come Friday at 11 a.m, they'll have a chance to get back to the global stage, back to a T20 World Cup for the first time in a decade. They've outplayed Malaysia, they've won by 6 wickets, and a certain Kushal Malla has given us moments that we'll never forget.
Yes, a very comfortable victory for Nepal. 2 overs to spare. They chased the target in 18 overs. This will do their run rate a world of good. Nepal, they'll have to win against Oman to top the group and play the semi-final here in this particular ground, the home of cricket of Nepal, the TU International Cricket Ground.
Are you going to say the home of cricket full stop there, Paresh? You're going to take the title away from Lord's Cricket Ground in London and christen it here in Kathmandu. Well, with the atmosphere that they do build up, I wouldn't necessarily disagree with you. Certainly the spiritual home here for all Nepali fans. They have had a wonderfully entertaining day. They've loved every second of this contest. Remember, they had to fight back in a big way. They were pushed hard by a young and an improving Malaysian side who'll have better days ahead. Well captained as always by Ahmed Faiz, but in the end, they've just been blitzed away by something pretty special. Firstly from Kushal Bertel, and then secondly from Kushal Malla, who continues to inspire with his simply awesome ball striking. Quite something, that 19-year-old. He's a joy to watch.
It has been the 2 Kushal show, Kushal Bhurtel and Kushal Malla. Kushal Bhurtel out for 42 and Kushal Malla well made 60 odd runs. He didn't get the finishing touches, but well played Kushal Malla. 7 sixes in his innings. That's remarkable. And who can forget the 5 runs saved by Azim, the Malaysian fielder, who bowled very well.
We'll get that into the highlights package. That was rather remarkably, in a day that had so many highlights, one of the best of the lot. Every Nepali fan is going to wait for their heroes to come on their celebratory lap of honour, and the 2 lead coaches for Nepal, Monty Desai and his new assistant, they're out there just trying to take stock of what they've just witnessed. It's never boring with Nepal, is it? And they were given a few little palpitations today, but ultimately they proved too good for Malaysia, and they've won by 6 wickets.
Yes, it was a comfortable victory for Nepal. And let's look at the batting highlights. Plenty to see. Kushal Malla's and Kushal Bhurtel's batting there. It all started with Kushal Bhurtel, the sweep shot played by him. The pull shot again. A good explosive start given by the two openers for Nepal. That was a neat touch on the back foot.
Body टिकाऊ, body coverage.
दिमाग लगाओ जापानिज टेक्नोलोजी वाला पेन चलाओ
KNP Nerolac Healthy Home Paints from Japan.
The original taste, the original fun, one and only.
Whirlingको फेस्टिभ अफर 24 जोडीले पाउनुहोस् दुबई घुम्ने मौका स्यामसङ प्रोडक्ट्सहरुमा रु 15500 सम्मको whirling लोयल्टी डिस्काउन्ट साथै बोटको वायरलेस एयरफोन मात्र रु 1699 मा
रियल फ्रुटबाट बनेको रियल जुसमा छ रियल न्युट्रिसन रियल टेस्ट र रियल ह्याप्पिनेस त्यसैले त रियल जुस रियल हो नि
विदेशबाट ई सेवा मनी ट्रान्सफर मार्फत ई सेवा वालेटमा पैसा पठाउँदा काठमाडौँमा घर जित्ने मौका पाउनुहुन्छ।
यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सिनुहोला। यति कार्पेट, कार्पेटको शहंशाह।
म फरक छु किनकि म प्लास्टिकको प्रयोग कम गर्छु। अब तपाई पनि बन्ने हैन त फरक?
Dabur Red Bay Fresh Gel is in town. Dabur Red Bay Fresh Gel. Be bay ready with 12 hours deep freshness.
साधारण टुथपेस्ट युज गर्नुभयो भने टाढै रहनुहुनेछ। रोज्नुहोस् क्लोज अप। यसको एन्टी जर्म माउथ वाश फर्मुलाले दिन्छ 12 घण्टा 3 गुणा ताजा सास।
पाउनुहोस् अझ बढी ताजापन र सधैँ नजिक रहने कन्फिडेन्स।
वर्षदेखि ग्राहकहरूको चाहनालाई सम्बोधन गर्दै निरन्तर अघि बढ्दै सिद्धार्थ ब्याङ्क सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई।
Body टिकाऊ, body coverage.
दिमाग लगाओ जापानिज टेक्नोलोजी वाला पेन चलाओ
KNP Nerolac Healthy Home Paints from Japan.
The original taste, the original fun, one and only.
Whirlingको फेस्टिभ अफर 3 वा 12 महिनाको इन्टरनेट पेमेन्टमा पाउनुहोस् स्यामसङका विभिन्न प्रोडक्टहरुमा रु 15500 सम्मको whirling लोयल्टी डिस्काउन्ट। आजै अफरको फाइदा लिनुहोस्।
Body टिकाऊ, body coverage.
दिमाग लगाओ जापानिज टेक्नोलोजी वाला पेन चलाओ
KNP Nerolac Healthy Home Paints from Japan.
The original taste, the original fun, one and only.
Whirlingको फेस्टिभ अफरमा दुबई घुमौ रमेर। अब whirlingबाट 24 भाग्यशाली जोडीले जित्न सक्नुहुनेछ दुबई घुम्ने मौका। आजै अफरको फाइदा लिनुहोस्। छिटो भनेकै whirling।
Body टिकाऊ, body coverage.
दिमाग लगाओ जापानिज टेक्नोलोजी वाला पेन चलाओ
KNP Nerolac Healthy Home Paints from Japan.
The original taste, the original fun, one and only.
Whirlingको फेस्टिभ अफर 3 वा 12 महिनाको इन्टरनेट पेमेन्टमा पाउनुहोस् स्यामसङका विभिन्न प्रोडक्टहरुमा रु 15500 सम्मको whirling लोयल्टी डिस्काउन्ट। आजै अफरको फाइदा लिनुहोस्।
रियल फ्रुटबाट बनेको रियल जुसमा छ रियल न्युट्रिसन रियल टेस्ट र रियल ह्याप्पिनेस त्यसैले त रियल जुस रियल हो नि
विदेशबाट ई सेवा मनी ट्रान्सफर मार्फत ई सेवा वालेटमा पैसा पठाउँदा काठमाडौँमा घर जित्ने मौका पाउनुहुन्छ।
यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सिनुहोला। यति कार्पेट, कार्पेटको शहंशाह।
म फरक छु किनकि म प्लास्टिकको प्रयोग कम गर्छु। अब तपाई पनि बन्ने हैन त फरक? यो रियल हो।
यो हो रियल रियल फ्रुटबाट बनेको रियल जुसमा छ रियल न्युट्रिसन रियल टेस्ट र रियल ह्याप्पिनेस त्यसैले त रियल जुस रियल हो नि
दादा बाहिर भाइरस छ
नडराउ मात्र पम्प रब छु गर्दियो भाइरसलाई
पम्प रब छु
हो लाइफ बोय ह्यान्ड वाशले मार्छ 99.9% भाइरसेस त्यसैले पम्प रब छु संसारकै नम्बर 1 सेलिङ जर्म प्रोटेक्सन सोप ब्रान्ड
जो ड्याड
जाऊ बाइक निकाल त
कहाँ जाने ड्याड
ब्याङ्क जानु छ एउटा कामले
ब्याङ्क लाउन्स यो फिजिकल होइन डिजिटलको जमाना हो यति कामको लागि त ब्याङ्क जानै पर्दैन नि
20 वर्षदेखि ग्राहकहरूको चाहनालाई सम्बोधन गर्दै निरन्तर अघि बढ्दै सिद्धार्थ ब्याङ्क सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई।
बढी टिकाउ, बढी कभरेज,
दिमाग लगाऊ जापानिज टेक्नोलोजी वाला पेन चलाऊ।
अनि दिमाग लगाओ जापानिज टेक्नोलोजी वाला पेंट चलाओ। केएनपी नेरोलैक हेल्दी होम पेंट्स फ्रॉम जापान।
Original taste, the original fun, one and only.
वर्ल्डिङको फेस्टिभ अफर 3 वा 12 महिनाको इन्टरनेट पेमेन्ट गरी रु 3299 को बोट एडोप्स 170 वायरलेस इयरफोन मात्र रु 1699 मा आजै अफरको फाइदा लिनुहोस्।
विदेशबाट ई सेवा मनी ट्रान्सफर मार्फत ई सेवा वालेटमा पैसा पठाउँदा काठमाडौँमा घर जित्ने मौका पाउनुहुन्छ। नपत्याए
यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सिनुहोला। यति कार्पेट, कार्पेटको शहंशाह।
हाम्रो मनमा वाइ वाइ, हाम्रो मनमा वाइ वाइ, तिम्रो मेरो हाम्रो सबको मनमा छ वाइ।
मेचीदेखि महाकालीसम्म वाइ वाइ छ हामी सबैको मनमा।
म फरक मान्छे, म चिया प्लास्टिकको कपमा कहिल्यै पिन्दिन। म फरक छु किनकि प्लास्टिकको प्रयोग कम गर्छु।
नेपाल सरकारले 40 माइक्रोन भन्दा पातलो प्लास्टिकको झोला उत्पादन, आयात, बिक्री वितरण र प्रयोग पूर्ण रूपमा रोक लगाएको छ। स्वास्थ्य र वातावरणका लागि हानिकारक हुने भएकोले सबै खाली प्लास्टिक प्रदूषण न्यूनीकरण गरौँ।
अब तपाईँ पनि भन्ने होइन त फरक।
विश्व बैंक प्रो ब्लू संघको सहकार्यमा नेपाल सरकार, वन तथा वातावरण मन्त्रालय, वातावरण विभाग, बबरमहल, काठमाडौँ।
घाम, धुलो र पोल्युसनले तपाईको पहिचानलाई नै फिक्का बनाइदिन्छ। फेयर एन्ड ह्यान्डसम यसले गर्छ डार्क स्पट कम र दिन्छ लामो समय निखार। फेयर एन्ड ह्यान्डसम अब दुनियाँले चिनेछ तपाईलाई। फेयर एन्ड ह्यान्डसम अब फेस वासमा पनि उपलब्ध छ।
यो रियल हो।
यो हो रियल। रियल फ्रुटबाट बनेको रियल जुसमा छ रियल न्युट्रिसन, रियल टेस्ट र रियल ह्याप्पिनेस। त्यसैले त रियल जुस रियल हो नि।
दादा बाहिर भाइरस छ।
नडराउ, मात्र पम्प रब छु गर्दियो भाइरसलाई।
पम्प रब छु
हो लाइफबोय ह्यान्ड वाशले मार्छ 99.9% भाइरसेस। त्यसैले पम्प रब छु संसारकै नम्बर 1 सेलिङ जर्म प्रोटेक्सन सोप ब्रान्ड।
जो ड्याड
जाऊ बाइक निकाल त।
कहाँ जाने ड्याड?
ब्याङ्क जानु छ एउटा कामले।
ब्याङ्क लाउन्स यो फिजिकल होइन डिजिटलको जमाना हो। यति कामको लागि त ब्याङ्क जानै पर्दैन नि।
20 वर्षदेखि ग्राहकहरूको चाहनालाई सम्बोधन गर्दै निरन्तर अघि बढ्दै सिद्धार्थ ब्याङ्क, सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई। यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सिनुहोला। यति कार्पेट, कार्पेटको शहंशाह।
बढी टिकाउ, बढी कभरेज,
दिमाग लगाऊ जापानिज टेक्नोलोजी वाला पेन चलाऊ।
अनि दिमाग लगाओ जापानिज टेक्नोलोजी वाला पेंट चलाओ। केएनपी नेरोलैक हेल्दी होम पेंट्स फ्रॉम जापान।
वर्ल्डिङको फेस्टिभ अफरमा दुबई घुमौ रमेर। अब वर्ल्डिङबाट 24 भाग्यशाली जोडीले जित्न सक्नुहुनेछ दुबई घुम्ने मौका। आजै अफरको फाइदा लिनुहोस्। छिटो भनेकै वर्ल्डिङ।
विदेशबाट ई सेवा मनी ट्रान्सफर मार्फत ई सेवा वालेटमा पैसा पठाउँदा काठमाडौँमा घर जित्ने मौका पाउनुहुन्छ। नपत्याए
यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सिनुहोला। यति कार्पेट, कार्पेटको शहंशाह।
म फरक मान्छे, प्लास्टिकको घोलहरू डस्टबिनमै फाल्छु। म फरक छु किनकि म प्लास्टिकको प्रयोग कम गर्छु।
नेपाल सरकारले 40 माइक्रोन भन्दा पातलो प्लास्टिकको झोला उत्पादन, आयात, बिक्री वितरण र प्रयोग पूर्ण रूपमा रोक लगाएको छ। स्वास्थ्य र वातावरणका लागि हानिकारक हुने भएकोले सबै खाली प्लास्टिक प्रदूषण न्यूनीकरण
अब तपाई पनि भन्ने हैन त फरक।
विश्व बैंक प्रो ब्लू संघको सहकार्यमा नेपाल सरकार, वन तथा वातावरण मन्त्रालय, वातावरण विभाग, बबरमहल, काठमाडौँ।
Dabur Red Bay Fresh Gel is in town.
Bay fresh, be ready with Bay Fresh. Be ready with Bay Fresh. Bay fresh, be ready with Bay Fresh. Be ready with Bay Fresh. Bay fresh, be ready with Bay
Dabur Red Bay Fresh Gel. Be Bay ready with 12 hours deep freshness.
Be ready with Bay Fresh.
दादा बाहिर भाइरस छ
नडराउ मात्र पम्प रब छु गर्दियो भाइरसलाई
पम्प र छु
हो लाइफबोय ह्यान्ड वाशले मार्छ 99.9% भाइरसेस त्यसैले पम्प रब
छु
संसारकै नम्बर 1 सेलिङ जर्म प्रोटेक्सन सोप ब्रान्ड
ड्याड यो फिजिकल होइन डिजिटलको जमाना हो यति कामको लागि त ब्याङ्क जानै पर्दैन नि
20 वर्षदेखि ग्राहकहरूको चाहनालाई सम्बोधन गर्दै निरन्तर अघि बढ्दै सिद्धार्थ ब्याङ्क सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई
वर्कआउट सँगै चाहिन्छ डाबर हनी जसले पूरा गर्छ हाम्रो फिटनेस रुटिन
डाबर हनीमा छ एन्टिअक्सिडेन्ट र मिनरल जसले तपाईको फिटनेस रुटिन कम्प्लिट गर्नको साथै तपाईलाई राख्छ सधैँ फिट र यङ
डाबर हनी स्टे फिट फील यङ
taste, the original fun, one and only.
वर्ल्डिङको फेस्टिभ अफर 3 वा 12 महिनाको इन्टरनेट पेमेन्ट गरी रु 3299 को बोट एडोप्स 170 वायरलेस इयरफोन मात्र रु 1699 मा आजै अफरको फाइदा लिनुहोस्
विदेशबाट ई सेवा मनी ट्रान्सफर मार्फत ई सेवा वालेटमा पैसा पठाउँदा काठमाडौँमा घर जित्ने मौका पाउनुहुन्छ नपत्याए
यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सिनुहोला यति कार्पेट कार्पेटको शहंशाह
वर्कआउट सँगै चाहिन्छ डाबर हनी जसले पूरा गर्छ हाम्रो फिटनेस रुटिन
डाबर हनीमा छ एन्टिअक्सिडेन्ट र मिनरल जसले तपाईको फिटनेस रुटिन कम्प्लिट गर्नको साथै तपाईलाई राख्छ सधैँ फिट र यङ
डाबर हनी स्टे फिट फील यङ
Match presentation for what's been a highly entertaining game number 7 of this ICC Men's T20 World Cup Asia qualifier. It was an enthralling contest with Malaysia posting 165 from their 20 overs, but Kushal Bertel and Kushal Malla have driven Nepal to a 6-wicket victory and a place in the semi-finals. We're going to speak to both captains and we'll find out who the award winners are. We've plenty of those to get through. So let's start with Malaysia's captain, Ahmed Faiz, who'll come up and join me on stage. Ahmed, a wonderful game of cricket. It ebbed and flowed beautifully. Did you think that 165 was going to be enough?
I think we shot about 30 runs on the board. The opener, our opener did really well today. We managed to get 10 runs per over in the first 5-6 overs, and then once the wicket fall, and then as usual we just collapsed, and then we didn't finish well. I think Sheikh Aziz did really well, 60 odd for the team. It was really great to see.
Yeah, he batted beautifully. There might have just been a little bit of a lack of support from, I think, a platform of at one point 115 for 3. Did you want 180, maybe 190?
Yeah, as I said, 30 run shots. I think this wicket and this ground quick fast. And I think 190 should be reasonable and defendable, I think. But I think they batted well as well, especially Kushal Malla. He just smacked us, all the bowlers. So I think give credit to them. They try hard. Our bowlers also try hard. I think the game goes well.
What about your youngster, Amir Azim? He didn't bowl yesterday, but he was outstanding with the ball. And that stop in the field, that 5 runs he saved down in front of the most packed part of the crowd, it was a moment to savour for anyone who saw it.
Yeah, it's great to see the youngsters coming up. I think it's a good platform for him to come up and, just take the ball and then get wickets for us. I think it's a good positive that we get from him. I think there will be more comings up later for him and for the team as well.
Played a huge role in a wonderful game today. Hard luck today. We'll see you on Thursday.
Thank you, Andrew.
Yeah, it's Ahmed Faiz. It was a really entertaining encounter, wasn't it, between these two teams? And Malaysia played a huge role in it. Let's speak now to Rohit Paudel, the captain of Nepal. There he is. Rohit, 6 overs into this game, Malaysia were all over you. It looked like it was going horribly wrong. How did you turn that game around?
I think they batted really well in the power play, and we repeated the same thing that we did yesterday. We came back stronger in the second half of the game, I would say. Gulshan, Sandy Dai and everyone chipped in. So as a bowling unit, we bowled really well, especially in death over also. Avinash Da again, he stepped up, he bowled beautifully. So I think as a bowling unit, we did decent job.
Great efforts from the fielders as well. A couple of run-outs, yourself taking a really good catch off your own bowling. That's the kind of standards you'd like. You've had a bit of a slow start to some of your fielding performances, and then you've got better and better throughout each innings.
Yeah, I think we didn't start it well, but eventually one good run out from Jora, and then everyone chipped in. So as a fielding unit, we are improving day by day. So yeah, we want to continue this throughout the tournament.
It's hard to get across the batting talent that you possess. Kushal Bertel was outstanding at the top. Asif Sheikh played his role as he always does, and then Kushal Malla. Can you find any adjective to describe that?
I think as a batting unit, we are doing a good job, especially with the opening partnership they are giving. Kushal Bertel and Asif Sheikh, they are doing great job for us, and especially the way Kushal Malla batted today, I think it was exceptional. So yeah, we want to continue this.
What about the atmosphere? You are now guaranteed through to the semi-finals. The fans, I thought they played a huge role, particularly in that first half. They almost dragged you back into the contest, put the pressure onto Malaysia.
Absolutely, they are supporting us throughout the game, and in hard times they have been supporting us. So yeah, we want them in Oman game and semi-final also. So yeah, we want to be just backing our process right, and yeah, playing good cricket.
2 from 2, whatever happens on Thursday, you will be in that semi-final on Friday. You'll have a one-off chance to get back to the World Cup. But how important is Thursday to try and top the group and get what could, in theory, be a slightly easier semi-final?
Absolutely, we want to win every game, regardless of who comes in semi-final. We want to win every game. If we win Thursday's game, we will top the group, and it will be easier for us. But we will take every game as a final for us, and yeah, we want to continue throughout the tournament.
2 games, 2 wins. Very well done. We'll see you Thursday.
Thank you.
Okay, it's the captain of Nepal, a very happy Rohit Paudel. Now, the great news is we've got lots of awards to give out. And we're going to start with the Food Mandu Delivery of the Match. I'd like to call upon my presenter for that award, Mr. Raju Khadka, former captain of Nepal, who's going to come up and join us. Give him a round of applause, please, guys. Legend of the game here in Nepal, the first ever man to make a century in Nepal colours, if I remember correctly as well. Great to see you, Raju. Okay, the Food Mandu delivered the game. The winner will receive a cheque for 10,000 rupees. He was outstanding with the ball today. He picked up 4 for 27, and it was the final delivery of the first innings that wins this prize. A leg stump Yorker that knocked the stumps out of the ground. It goes to Abanesh Bahara. So Abanesh will come up to receive his award from Mr. Raju Khadka. And he'll pose for a quick photo as well. Brilliant stuff, Avanesh. 10,000 rupees into the kitty. Our thanks to every one of the sponsors who continue to get involved. Thanks so much. Okay, our next award is for the Lifebuoy Safest Hands of the Match. That's going to be presented by Mr. Dawakar Gale, who's a CAN committee member. If I could ask Dawakar to come up and join me. Nice to see you, my friend. How are you? Namaste. Okay, the winner of this award, it had to go to a Nepali with that outstanding fielding effort. No surprise with that. It was a diving effort. He sprinted in from long off. He may have lost his footing, but he had those Lifebuoy safe hands. It goes to Kushal Bertel. So Kushal Bertel is going to get a cheque for 10,000 rupees as well. The Lifebuoy safe hands catch of the match. A stunner. That long off, a very important one too. Okay, we've got a new award today that we didn't have yesterday. This comes from the CEO of Roopsy Holidays, who's going to come up and present this for me, Mr. Ramesh Parajuli. Nice to see you, Ramesh. How are you? And this is the Roopsy longest travelled hit of the match. We saw some massive sixes, and the winner of this award, he hit 7 of them. I think the one that's won it ended up going over that building there. Rumour is it still may be travelling. It goes to the one, the only, Kushal Malla. So Kushal Malla is going to get his award from Mr. Ramesh Parajuli. That's a cheque for 15,000 rupees, that one. The longest travelled hit of the match from Roopsy Holidays. And thank you so much. That's great, yeah. Okay, we've got one more award before we get to the primary award, which is the Player of the Match award. That is the Dimag Karab Shot of the Match. That's going to be presented by Mr. Raunak Bikram Kandel, who's the chairman of Cinema Arts. Up you come, please, sir. Nice to see you again. Looking forward to this movie when it comes out. A lot of anticipation coming up for that. Okay, well, I think we're going to see a few more awards for this youngster. He's 19 years of age. He's got the highest strike rate in the history of T20I cricket. It's over 180. It goes again to Kushal Malla. Kushal, you might need to get used to posing for a few photos there. Big smiles again for Kushal. Thanks so much, Rainak. Thanks for your support. Much appreciated. Okay, time for the Dimag Karab Player of the Match, which will be presented by Miss Supusa Bhatta, who's an actor. So she's going to come up, and she's going to be joined by Miss Natisha Katari from the ICC, who's going to have the official Player of the Match trophy. Lovely to see you. Namaste to you. Okay, we're going to do this in 3-2-1 order when we get Natisha up on stage with us. Natisha, nice to see you. Wonderful start to the tournament. So in 3-2-1 order, this is always decided by the match officials. In third place today, give a round of applause for an outstanding bowling performance to Avanesh Bahara. In second place today, not yet. In second place today, Malaysia really played their part. It was an outstanding innings coming off 49 balls. In second place, round of applause plead for Syed Aziz. But there really could be only one player of the match. They're going to win the trophy from the ICC. They're also going to win a cheque for 50,000 rupees, would you believe, from the Dimag Karab Player of the Match. He hit 7 sixes, 2 fours. He faced 34 balls. He made 65. It goes, of course, to Kushal Malla. So Kushal's going to stand right in the middle there. Kushal, in between the two ladies, please. Go into the middle, and you can get ready for the photo. And you can hold that out. Maybe turn it around there, Natisha. Perfect. Yeah, and pose for a photo. Many congratulations, Kushal. Thank you, ladies. Great to see you both. Kushal, don't go anywhere. Don't run away on me. Kushal, special day for you. How much did you enjoy that out there?
Yeah, I enjoyed really well. After a long time, I played well.
What's it like out there when your natural game is to be very aggressive, but when you hit a six, the reaction from the crowd, it must feel like, what, electricity running through your veins?
Nothing, it's normal, you know. After hitting six, crowd used to be, loud.
You really enjoyed batting with Asif Sheikh out there. I thought the two, you complemented each other nicely.
Yeah, he was rotating strike and I was hitting.
Okay, finally, let me ask you about Friday. I know you want to win on Thursday against Oman, but how big is that for you and the team, a chance to go to the T20 World Cup?
It's a big opportunity for us in a home ground, you know. We have to do our best.
I have no doubt you will. You're the player of the match today. Well played, Kushal.
Thank you.
Okay, he's such a special young cricketer, isn't he? Kushal Malla. He's still 19 years of age and he speaks ever so well too. That'll wrap up a marvellous day of cricketing action here at the TU International Cricket Ground. We've got our two semi-final spots from Group A. Nepal and Oman will play out on Thursday to decide who will win this group, but both are safely into the semi-finals on Friday. We'll have a rest day tomorrow. It's a much needed one. We'll see you again on Thursday. Thanks very much for watching. We'll see you then.
घरेलु टोली नेपाल एक खेल अगावै सेमिफाइनलमा प्रवेश गरेको छ। भर्खरै सम्पन्न खेलमा मलेसियालाई 6 विकेटले पराजित गर्दै नेपाल सेमिफाइनल पुगेको हो। टीयू क्रिकेट ग्राउन्डमा मलेसियाले टस जितेर पहिले ब्याटिङ गर्ने निर्णय गरेको थियो। 165 रन बनायो। 9 विकेटको क्षतिमा एकदमै उत्कृष्ट सुरुवात गरेको थियो मलेसियाले। पहिलो विकेटका लागि 58 रनको पार्टनरशिप भएको थियो, तर अविनाश बोहराले ब्रेक थ्रु दिलाए नेपाललाई। 5.5 ओभरमा उनले जुवेदीलाई 24 रन बनाएका उनलाई आउट गरेपछि नेपाल खेलमा फर्किएको थियो र लगत्तै सन्दीप लामिछानेले पनि वीरेन्द्रदीपको ठूलो विकेटले मात्र 4 रनमा। त्यसपछि भने नेपाल कन्ट्रोलमा आयो र अविनाश बोहराले उत्कृष्ट बोलिङ गरे। डेथ ओभरमा उनले आफ्नो जिम्मेवारी पूरा गरे र मलेसिया 165 रनमा रोकिएको थियो र जवाफमा नेपालले 18 ओभरमा 4 विकेट गुमाएर 166 रन बनायो, जसमा 2 कुशल भुर्तेल र कुशल मल्लको इनिङ्स एकदमै उत्कृष्ट रह्यो, इन्टरटेनिङ रह्यो। कुशल भुर्तेल 43 रनमा आउट हुँदा कुशल मल्ल ६५ रनमा आउट भए र अन्तिममा सन्दीप जोरा र विवेकले इनिङ्स फिनिक्स गरेर नेपाललाई जित दिलाए र लगातार दोस्रो जितसँगै नेपाल सेमिफाइनलमा प्रवेश गरेको छ र समूह एबाट सेमिफाइनल पुग्ने दुई टोलीको टुङ्गो पनि लागेको छ। ओमान सिङ्गापुरलाई हराउँदै पहिलो खेलमा सिङ्गापुरलाई हराएको थियो र समूह एबाट नेपाल र ओमान सेमिफाइनल पुगे र अब हुने बिहिबार हुने खेलले यो समूहको विजेताको टुङ्गो लाग्नेछ, जहाँ ओमान र नेपाल भिड्नेछन् र सिङ्गापुर र मलेसियाको यो क्वालिफायर्स यात्रा भने समूह चरणबाटै सकिएको छ। सबैभन्दा पहिले रियल प्रेजेन्स हाइलाइट्स।
Nicely played. It's going to be run. Nicely picked up. He's a very, very good player. Side is in opposition. That's beautifully driven. Get into the sky. Mid-off goes back and puts it down. It's the captain, Rohit Paudel. Oh, he did all the hard work. Taking for much of it. Chance, and it's a chance that's taken. That will just quell the nerves. Kushal Mala smiled. Close to a full house pretty soon. As Aziz has looked comfortable at the crease thus far. He wants to here. And Faiz turns, direct hit. Oh, would have been close. Gone! And Faiz lays sprawled on the crease. Aziz never wanted the second. There. It's a nice stroke through the offside. Gonna get 4. Googly hits the pad. Gone! Oh, yes! The most brilliant piece of bowling from Sandeep Lamachani. 5 4s, 2 6s.
Yeah, that was hit very well. The ball was on the leg stump. And
a moment of real drama. And it could have been a massive wicket, but instead it's going to be a wicket caught and bowled this time. It's not the man he wanted. Beautiful pickup shots, and even though it's picks it up. Man out there, takes the catch. Oh, how Nepal needed that, and the fans, well, they're dancing. Up as much as anything. Keep active. This one's hit away. Paudel will do the fielding. Should be a couple.
yes, this was again bowled short and wide by Karan Casey. There's another overthrow, almost hit the wicket, and that's out. What a funny way to get out.
Did go to Gulshan Jah, who was so swiftly thinking. That's outstanding work from Jah. We've seen the big red button. They panicked.
There was hit way outside into the crowd. 145.
This goes a long way up. It will take some catching. Bertel calls the fielders off. And he's held on. Oh, that's excellent. That was not easy. Big hit, and that's more like it. That'll give them some momentum coming in. And it's a wicket to strike back, and Bahara roars. Coached by Bilal Assad. Picked up for 6, but back to back, and that's even bigger. Shorter side of the ground. Go and find yourselves a. Gone. Powndeep celebrates. Mala tries to go downtown. Long on is up in the circle, so it's going to go all the way. Mala goes down towards that favoured long on region, and he goes huge. Oh, that's not coming back. It. Gone. Brilliant. An outstanding start. 46. And he smashes it all the way. It's going to be 50. For young Kushal Mala.
Nicely cut away by